All right, folks, this is Lonnie Fox Raymond. I'm going to step out of the booth and leave you guys with the commentary team of Marianne Merrill and Zach McKee. He did a little bit yesterday with us, and of course, you guys are familiar with Marianne. So, this is a great matchup between Emily Duddy and Lisa Cassette. I'm going to go down and give them the signal while these guys get settled into their microphones and enjoy the show.
Well, welcome everybody to the stream. Got a good match coming up for you here with Lisa Cassette and Emily Duddy. We're going to go over some match rules for you. Uh, Lag for the break. Right now they're just warming up, so they're going to lag for the break, and then it's alternate break after that. There's a 3-point rule, which is combination of balls past the head string and balls pocketed must meet 3 points. 9 ball does not count on the break in the bottom two corners. 3 consecutive fouls is the loss of game, and it is cue ball fouls only. They are on a 40-second shot clock, and they're both ready to go. They've been waiting a while for that last match to finish, which was a nail biter. So hopefully you're in for another treat like that.
I think it will be. They're pretty closely rated, and I've been watching them both play. They're both hitting the ball really well.
Yeah, they're usually both very crisp shooters. So I think it's going to come down to which one just settles in first.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Gotta love Emily.
Yeah, we've all done it. I think she's saying she hit her hand on the end rail coming through, so it happens. Yep, it happens. So you see the competition here. We're all fierce about the competition, but we're friends.
Yeah, the camaraderie here has been great. It's really fun watching players um, really have great character as well. Everyone calls their own fouls. You don't have any arguments here. It's a great tournament.
Yes, the best of the best.
Yep. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to come and watch one in person, I highly recommend it.
You get to see so much more than what you see here on the screen. It's definitely worth being here. So let's see how Lisa starts off. Okay, so it looks like Lisa broke and made a ball and met the 3-point rule. I think she was just trying to go for kind of a two-way shot there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with the side break, if you miss that one and you don't get enough speed on it, that one tends to snuggle up on that top rail, and
Oh,
almost
absolutely.
all the time you're looking at some kind of safety or a bank or yeah. So
Yeah, when you're working on your break, there's definitely you've got to watch that one ball. If it stays on that top rail all the time, you've got to change something.
Right, either more speed or more angle, direction into the one ball. It's just
There's
so
so
many
many.
different things you can change.
Absolutely.
So,
Now, this is a tough little rack here. You really got to get on that four ball somehow. It
it,
looks like it might go past the five in the corner.
I'm pretty sure it goes past that 5. So this one you can just make the one up in the top left and just stun it over. Yeah, just stun it over for that 4 down here in the bottom left corner. Just like that. That's
Shot.
beautiful. Stay off the rail. Give yourself some room. There you go. You just float this forward. Be on the 5 ball. Should give you a perfect angle. Come around for the 6, right?
Absolutely. Really just depends if that cue ball is floating away from the 7 and the 9 or towards it. And it looks like it's
Yeah,
floating away from it. Just perfect.
exactly.
Did
Or
go
just a
towards it.
tap.
Okay.
That's okay. That doesn't hurt one bit.
No, absolutely. Now you really got to watch your angle on this next shot. Make sure you give yourself some sort of angle.
You-
Because either way, you can shoot it around the table going forward, or you can stun back across. But if you get yourself straight in, have trouble.
right. Even if you're just parallel with it down that side rail,
Yes.
it's perfect just to go one rail forward out for the. Oh,
Yeah.
that was just I think just a little bit fat, so it didn't come over, or she
Yeah.
didn't put the right spin there. So just a little bit of left spin would have made sure it came around that gaggle of balls.
Yep.
But Lisa's going to pull out her jump cue, which she's fairly proficient at. So
Yeah, I watched Lisa play Kia the other day, and I didn't get to see her jump, but she played really well.
she has been putting a lot of time in. Good contact. Just a slight off on the angle. Oh, don't set up there. Oh,
Yeah.
that's just unfortunate.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The shot's a little trickier because of being on the rail, but you can just roll forward after this combo.
Yes. I think right there it must be a little bit off angle because she was looking, I think, at the cut on the 9 off of the 6 combo there. So just got to be precise. You got to account for the throw that you're going to be putting on it.
Yep.
And
And no combo's ever easy.
Never.
Unless
never.
they're wired, it's tough. So
I always say it's hard enough to play pool shooting one ball into another ball with a pole in your hand. Now you add another ball into it, and God help us all.
now, what do you like to do here? Do you like to jump to a safety here, or do you try and go for this shot?
I try to bank it rolling forward, and I bank that 6 ball in between the 8 9 up to the top end of the table and let the cue ball just come forward to the bottom rail here. Just kind of like that, just enough to get past there.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
That's a great safety. They're just barely held that ball in that corner. So, but Emily's a pretty good kicker, so she just has to figure out where she wants to be.
Absolutely. You know, at this level, the matches come down to one or two mistakes. So taking a shot on, like trying to bank the 6 in,
Yeah,
is
not
kind of a risky
right.
deal because you can lose a match on that shot.
Absolutely. That was definitely you definitely had to play the safe there, and knowing full well that you're probably going to leave a kickable shot,
Right. But she comes back to the table with a good chance now to run out.
a
And
really good chance.
a lot of safeties lead to that, even if they hit the ball.
Correct. Very
Nice
nice.
shot.
Yeah, same thing. Just draw this back a little bit. You just need that slight angle so you can do the same exact shot to be on the 9. All 3 of these balls should go in the exact same pocket there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She hit it well, but she kind of cut it a little bit too much and got on slightly the wrong side of this ball. But now instead of drawing it back, I would just like to go forward off this short rail and back up table.
I'm pretty sure she's just going to draw it back just a hair. She doesn't mind the cut. But no, you were right.
It just had
Forward.
a slight angle to it.
Yeah. It did.
And it's tough to tell from this view.
Right.
So for everyone out there, we see the same thing that you are. We don't see the table itself. So sometimes the angles are a little deceiving.
Yeah, at some point in the future, with enough more donations, and we'll get that overhead cam so it's right on
Oh
top of the
yeah, that would
table.
be.
That was a great bank by Emmy.
Yes, it was.
That might settle her down a little bit after a couple tough hits. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Right. 1-0 Emily.
Yep. And sorry, sometimes I might call her Emmy. It's just our personal relationship. So,
Sure.
but it is Emily Duddy, and yeah. So she drew first blood, and we will keep going from here. Emily, she normally has a really strong break, so we
Yeah, I
will
was
see.
watching her warm up, and she hit some really nice breaks.
Yes.
And we'll keep an eye on that one ball. She's getting it off that top rail.
Yes.
That's really been the thing that I've seen the most this week that's been difficult is keeping that one ball off the top rail.
Yes, it tends to be when that happens, that cue ball always almost ends up on that same half of the table. So now
Yes.
you're looking at a steep bank, steep cut. If you can hit it and get the cue ball to the other side of the table, now you're looking at a cuttable shot.
Absolutely.
So
And
no
she
worries
made,
about the one ball.
yeah, she made the one. A nice break.
Yes, two balls down. Has a little back cut here on the two. Okay,
Yeah, she actually, I would consider even cutting this ball into the bottom right and just floating straight up table. It's a sharper
yeah,
cut, but it's almost a good two-way shot as well.
yeah, because I agree with that. Just make sure you get clear of that six.
Yes, yeah.
So just like you said.
Yeah, what a nice shot. What a nice stroke she put
Yes,
on that ball.
perfect.
She's definitely comfortable
Yes,
seeing her warm up, and everyone's a couple matches deep now, so you've got those beginning nerves out of the way. So this is the part of the tournament where you see people come out of the gate pretty strong.
right. Just just cut this in, float down. Don't have to do too much with it. Just avoid the side pocket.
Ah, she
That
over
overcut it,
Yep, she overcut that ball
and that
just a
little bit
little
of top.
bit.
Yep,
And if she doesn't overcut that ball, that scratch isn't there.
right. Correct.
Anytime you're kind of floating the cue ball towards a pocket, there's always going to be that little extra pressure because you
You
just
know,
don't want to scratch.
right, and you know it. You see it, and you
Yeah.
know it, and
Yep.
it can't be the last thought in your head. You have to
Yeah.
get that out and go. I'm going to put it where I want. I want this cue ball
Absolutely.
here, and that's where it's going to go. A little bit heavy, but
You know, and I've said this many times on the stream, but balls that are hanging are probably the hardest positional shots in the game.
they are. Um, just a little bit too much of this or that, and it's just going to die right there on the rail. And in the reverse, a little bit too much of this or that, and it's just going to run away. So
Yeah, absolutely.
nice little containing safe.
Yeah, that was a nice shot, smart shot.
She might have left the edge there. If not, it's I don't know. A jump doesn't help because then your jump combo.
Yeah, if I'm gonna jump this ball, I'm gonna try and jump safety it.
Okay, she's down, so she can definitely should be able to see the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. She
Yeah.
used the 7 to hold the cue ball.
Yep.
She may be able to cut this ball. She can shoot it either in the side or the corner.
I would think, wouldn't you want to go to the side and just let the cue ball come below and then shoot the 5 in the same side pocket?
Yeah, if
There's
the
the 4,
angle
right?
lays itself out well to where you're not running into the 5,
Right.
absolutely.
Just maybe a little hair of draw to come down past the right side pocket.
Yeah.
And then you should be able to shoot the 5 in the same pocket as the 4 there.
Yep.
Right?
Yes, and you definitely got to watch here. If you go too far on this shot, you
Right.
can't shoot it up in that upper corner because the 6 is in the way. So
Right.
coming up short is probably the better
It,
option
it would give
here.
you more options, but
Yeah.
that
And
beautiful.
she hit that shot really nice. She didn't even want to play with it.
Nope. Perfect. Just Use that 6 ball to hold it. Now,
She looks
everybody out there, we see this setup all the time. Make a good shot here, and then it's just a back and forth across the table. Leave yourself an angle to make it easier to get there, and there you go.
Yep. It's all about the angle here.
Absolutely.
You know, a pure stop shot is a great shot here. Too many times you see a player try to get too good on the 6 ball.
Correct.
Whereas here, if you just make the 5 and you
Yep.
just get that angle, it's so easy to get back across table.
Exactly. Just center of the table. If you're in center of the table for these, you're fine.
Yeah, 9 ball is such a finesse game, and it's a balance between getting an easy shot and getting easy shape.
Correct.
And she just didn't look super comfortable down on that
No,
shot.
she actually, when she got down, she went a little quick. She wasn't really
Yes.
down long. Just got away from her pre-shot routine there for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah, I think she's just a little nervous still in this match, hasn't quite gotten started yet.
Well, it's always tough when you're on a live stream and on a shot clock, and then you have to wait for another table. It can mess with you a little bit because
Absolutely.
you're ready to go, and you get
Yeah.
that shot clock in the back of your head. So
And I will say they've done a wonderful job with the shot clock, knowing that situation. Anytime I've seen a player waiting on another player, they stop the shot clock for them. So they've done a really nice job.
yes, they're very seasoned timekeepers. So
Yes.
yes. So the same thing we're just talking about. Get that cue ball right back where it is. Maybe a little farther. It's just whatever your poison is, right? Don't
Yep.
do that.
All right.
Now, just simple drawback.
Yep. And you just want to try and keep yourself off the rail here.
Correct.
You don't want to do too much. I'd rather just keep it off the rail, hit a little softer.
Yeah,
And,
just draw it back about
Yep.
14 inches. It's off the rail. Yeah.
perfect.
Yep, nice smooth.
She's beginning to look very comfortable in this match.
Correct. Oh,
Little wiggle.
little wiggle.
And
But you see the stay down.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
absolutely. On those shots, it's just so critical. You've got to follow your fundamentals. You've got to stay
Exactly.
still because it's so easy to just want to be out of the situation and have it over with. You've
Yep.
got to want to be in the situation and stay with it until the shot's over.
100%. The whole commitment. Don't get down on a shot until you've made up your mind exactly what you're going to do.
Absolutely.
And then once you get down, follow through on what you decided. So let's see if Lisa can shake this off. She's played fairly well, just had a couple unfortunate misses, and Emma's taken advantage. So see if she can get that break so the 1 ball comes free.
Yep. She made the wing ball.
Look at
Oh,
that.
and she got a nice kick.
Look at that.
That 1 ball was heading up to that top rail, but that's a
Yep.
really nice kick there.
Yep.
So she's got a great opportunity to really come with her first real strong chance to do something back.
The harder shot is right here. It's the first one because she's
Yes.
stretched out a long table and that ball is in the jaws. So
Yeah, here
Yeah.
I really would like to hit that ball on the right side, pretty thin, and just
Correct.
float back up table.
I agree.
And you got to be really careful not to hit this ball too full.
You literally want to end up about dead straight on that too,
Yep.
because then it's a stop shot.
She did really well with
It
that
was
shot.
very nicely done.
Now
Good
this
speed.
this rack lays itself out really well, as long as she follows and makes sure that she doesn't make sure she doesn't get herself on the rail or jacked up over a ball.
Nice stroke. This, I mean, she's on the correct side of the ball. Just hit this center ball and bring it right back up to the center of the table. That's a little bit past halfway, and she'll be fine. A little bit more travel. Look at that.
Perfect.
Really nice.
Now you come back down table and get down here by the 7 ball.
Absolutely. And it's just a natural shot. Just stay down and follow through. Now she's just choosing to take that. She'll probably go forward and spin with a little spin to check it.
Yeah, you can do that, or you can go around um, and come between the 6 and the 9. It just depends on how exactly you feel. Some people
Right.
really don't like that inside English shot,
Right.
um, but some people love it.
I mean, even if she just taps it in and leaves it an inch off the rail, she's still in really good shape.
Yep.
Just make sure you're off the rail.
S-
Perfect. What do they say? Back to the center?
Yep. Now she does look like she has a little bit of a sharper angle than you'd prefer. So this situation, I might just hit this ball with a little high right and come 2 rails back over to the center of the table if I want to get my stroke out. And it looks like that's what she needed to do, or she tried to do.
Well,
Again, just a little quick.
yes, just a little bit quick on the back.
And when you're not comfortable in the match yet, you don't have your nerves in check, if you're not following your fundamentals, it's really going to show. You start getting quicker, you start trying to get out of the situation.
Right.
That's the time you need to slow down and go, I want to stay a little longer.
Exactly. Because once you're down on that shot clock at 10, you've got all the time in the world.
Yep.
So take advantage of it. Use it. So Emmy's just going to play a good containing safe.
Yeah, and that was really well done.
Correct.
Now I like to kick this ball off the bottom rail with a fairly slow hit and just try and catch the bottom edge of the 6 ball and float back under the 7 ball with a cue. You've got to
I
kick with
agree. Yeah.
intention here.
Yeah, I don't like the 2 rail kick, which I think is she's measuring. You really do need the 1 rail soft because you need to kind of. If you come off the 2nd rail, it's going to be a lot harder to get a hit and without leaving it wide open.
Absolutely. And when you kick, you've got to kick with some sort of intention. You got to pick the
Yes.
side of the ball to hit and speed to hit it with so that
Correct.
something good can happen.
Correct. Pretty sure she just took her extension there.
Yeah, which is smart.
Oh yeah.
Now that 6-7, she may be looking at the 2 rail kick because of the 6-7.
It might be wired.
It might look, but
Close
it looks
enough.
a little off to me. But if it's there, it's possible.
Oh,
She came in a little short.
Ah.
Right, Emily's safety paid off.
She's left-handed, so it makes it a little bit of a stretch. That's why I was wondering. I know sometimes it sounds crazy, but shooting it straight up there might be the better shot,
You know,
and just float forward or
and actually
yeah.
come back for the same shot.
Why not? It's there.
You know, too often you try and get the easiest shot. Easiest shot's in the corner.
Correct.
But if that lends itself to tough shape because you're stretched out or you're doing something funny, just shooting the easiest shot or the harder shot with the easiest shape
And
is the best.
And also that 6, if you shoot it up the table like this, you want to be straight in on the 7, so it's automatically a 2-way shot.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, a lot of good things can happen with this shot.
correct.
Now it looks like she's actually planning to go forward off the rail here,
It does look like that.
which is not a bad option either. Get yourself up high enough that you're not stretched out.
I think she caught it a little fat,
Yeah,
but
yeah, she definitely
it rubbed
did.
in. She definitely wanted to be a little farther out there.
Yeah. Now I'd just like to draw this ball back, but it looks like she's going to go forward. The angle is going to be kind of funny on the 9 ball.
Just harder, it would have been
Yeah,
better.
yeah. That's almost
Would-
one of those shots where, like you said, harder coming out 2 rails all the way
Yes.
back to the side pocket
Correct.
is better. And-
That way you don't get jammed up on the 9 ball.
Yeah, and so many times, we want to be perfect on the 9 ball, so you try and hit that speed, but you got to think, I'd rather be up in the center of the table shooting this into the bottom 2 corners than to be on this bottom side shooting them into the sides.
Correct.
Now, she hit that shot
She
wonderful.
just drained that bank. That was nice.
All right, Emily's playing really, really well, really comfortably, and
Yes.
Lisa's not quite comfortable just yet.
She'll get there. That's the one thing
Yeah.
about Lisa. She has that never give up mentality, and she really doesn't let a lot of things bother her. So
Yeah,
looks like they've taken a break,
yeah.
player break. So can we
Put
check
some
some
live
live scores?
scores.
Yeah.
Do we not have the live scores up?
Apparently not.
No, we tried to get you some live scores.
If you want to check out the live scores, you can go to digitalpool.com and go to the events button and find the ICB Invitational, and they will have tabs there where you can check out the bracket and see the live scores going on at the moment. We do have a bonus table, a couple, I believe, and on one, I think it's table 4, we have Ada Leo playing Debbie Tykert, and Ada is ahead 3-1.
Give you a
There
view
you
of the
go.
room here.
Perfect. Okay, so we're back. I think Lisa was just taking a break there to collect herself and see how it goes from here.
Now, Emily's been breaking the balls really well. Be interesting to see if she can keep that consistency up.
Yeah, Emily's she's a rock solid player. If she gets in a groove, watch out because she'll put the hammer down on you. So I fully expect another good break here.
Yeah, you can tell that she definitely can get into a groove and start playing a little quicker and put it down pretty quick. Yeah, what a nice break. She's got
Yeah.
that cue ball, as you were saying earlier, she's got that cue ball on the other side
Yep,
of the table. So even though that one ball is on the top rail, she's straight in on it.
right there.
And what a perfect layout. There's not a ball near each other.
Yeah,
This first shot really is the critical one.
getting the shape to the 2.
Yeah.
You got open pathway through the center of the table for every ball, so I don't really see an issue here.
Yeah. And I can't tell the angle on the one ball if she can punch this ball and come back up table, but it might be doing too much. You might just float straight forward and take a little angle on the 2 and shoot it in this bottom left corner because it lays naturally to go to the 3.
Yeah, based on that, I would say she was trying
Yeah.
to
You know,
power it.
and I almost consider that maybe her first real
Mental
mistake.
mistake,
Yeah,
yeah.
because you didn't have to get up table for that
Right,
two ball.
right.
Um,
And you're jacked up on the rail, which she put some spin on it that she
yeah,
wasn't accounting for. So yeah, sometimes like you said, just take your poison.
yeah.
You got there, take advantage of it, and if you don't like your shape on the two, play safe.
And everyone here shoots the balls so well. Shooting that two ball up table is no issue.
Right. I think she just went with safe there and left her in the window.
Yep.
Hold on a second. All right, sorry about that, folks. We had Lonnie here, and she helped us so we can now show you live scores in the break. So Lisa played the safe. Obviously, Emmy kicked and made a good hit. Don't know that there's enough there of the one ball to make. This is just, I don't know, cross bank,
Yeah.
safe. Get the cue ball right back up where it is if you can.
Yeah, I like to use a lot of inside English here and just come straight back up table.
Correct.
Try and catch this ball fairly thin.
And well,
She got away with that one. It
yeah.
didn't have to work out, but it was definitely a good idea.
And I think one of the best things about that is she did get the four off of the corner of the side pocket. Makes it a little bit easier to get the shape around the table there. So.
Yeah.
It's a steep little kick here, but it is open. That six is definitely not in the way.
Yeah. And I'm going to kick this ball with some speed to get some separation.
Absolutely. Look at this.
She crossed it. Look at that.
Look at
What
this.
a good
Kick
shot.
cross
That was
bank.
perfect.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Couldn't ask for any more, and she got
yep.
a great angle on the two. Now here you can actually go forward with inside. The only problem is you bring in the five ball, and you got to make sure that you get around it.
Right.
She did.
That'll work.
She did.
Yeah.
She's got a nice angle here.
Yeah, she just use a little baby stun stroke, little draw, whatever.
Yeah.
Just make sure
And
you clear that six. Stroke through it.
this is a good chance here to use a nice little drag draw where it becomes stun right at
Right.
impact. Because then you
Exactly.
can use a little bit more speed than just rolling the ball, but you don't have to hit a power draw where it actually rattles in the pocket.
Exactly.
That was a nice shot.
She struck that well, and this should allow her to go right where she had her stick on the table, because she definitely wants to be shooting this five in the other
Yep.
side pocket.
Yep. Now the only thing here, you've got to make sure you get down far enough that you're on the right side of the five,
Correct.
that you're floating up this way. You don't want to have to float around that seven ball going
Mm.
three rails. So
I agree with that.
looks like she got just perfect. Maybe just a little shy where she can go forward and straight back out. That's
Yeah.
not too bad. But she definitely doesn't have to go around three rails.
Yeah, I think she just wanted that cue ball, like another ball roll, and she
Yes.
would have been right on the line she had picked out. So
Yep.
she's just gonna go forward.
Yep. Off
Should be
one
all right.
rail. Make sure she
Mhm.
gets herself.
Oh,
You know, and that's one of the things that I mentioned so much is getting on the right side of the ball. That one rotation that she didn't get far enough is so critical. It led to the miss.
because
The
now you're having to go against what naturally wants to happen.
Exactly. You can't just hit a nice little stop shot or a nice little
Right.
stun. You've got to now do something extra.
You're forcing the cue ball
Absolutely.
as opposed to just letting it do the work.
Yep.
So
This
It's
is a
a-
tough little shot.
yes, goes through there, and relatively, the shape is there. Just if you
Yeah.
just concentrate and make that ball.
And
She's looking at
honestly-
the back cut too now.
Yeah. I do like shooting this in the bottom right and just rolling forward for the six in the side, because if you do miss it to the short rail, it comes back up table and leaves a natural two-way,
Correct.
and
do
then you
think-
can roll it.
Yeah, she's back cutting this. And that well struck.
Yes.
Get past there. Oh. Just again, another ball roll, hit that rail and come out, and she was be perfect on that 6. Just a little bit slight, but what a great back cut.
Now she can definitely see the edge of this. There's a chance she could go for the cross bank here. I don't know if she can see enough to hit it in the side.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't know. Oh yeah.
She did.
No.
Cut it too full.
Well, unfortunately for Lisa, that is going to leave M pretty much straight in with a stop shot.
Yeah.
And then the hard work's done.
Yeah, and I actually like to roll this ball in here, and I don't mind being near the long rail.
Right.
And then be able to come around pretty tight 2 rails.
Yeah.
That keeps the side pocket out of play.
Correct. Oh, it's definitely it should be end up a 2 rail off the 7 ball.
Yeah, some players will try and do just 1 rail and
Yeah.
down, but it's so fickle because if you catch just a little too much, you bring in the side. The speed seems to be a little harder because you're coming across the shot.
Right, you're coming across the shot line as opposed to a 2 railer. You should be coming
right into
the face of it.
Yep.
So, yeah.
She's just waiting on the table behind her now.
Yeah, she was waiting on Caroline Powell. Looked like she had a tough shot up there. So, just about execution right here. These are shots you shoot them all the time.
Yep.
Just execute. Stay down, stay smooth.
Yeah, and I like that. I really do like that. Now you can hit this ball with just a bunch of spin, top left, and you don't have to worry about missing the ball. It's so close to the pocket.
Yeah, first and foremost, though, you have to make sure you do make the ball because that's it.
Beautiful.
So,
Takes all the scratch out.
Exactly.
You got a big window for speed.
Perfect speed.
That was beautiful.
Yes. So there you have it. Emily is not letting up.
No. And you can't at this point. If you're
No.
Emily, you've got to continue to grind. You let someone start coming back into the match.
As we saw in the previous match
Yep.
between Lori John and Brittany.
Momentum can be so critical. You can be playing so well and then lose all your confidence if you let someone come back.
Correct. So it's funny how one little ball roll changes the aspect of that. With great shot on the 5 ball, just a little short now makes that 6 ball difficult. And then you come in and take advantage of it.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get up to this level. Any kind of mistake your opponent is going to hear, they're going to make you pay for it.
Absolutely.
So
Okay, now she did make 2 balls on that break and got the 1 ball above, so she did hit a legal break. But notice how she hit the side of the rack and the cue ball floated straight over to the side. I've noticed that the balls don't go up table in those situations, so there's been a lot of illegal breaks if you're hitting the side of the rack.
yes, you really have to just aim through that one to the
Yes, yeah.
bottom left diamond there from where she was breaking, right behind the 5. If you aim through that one to that
Yep.
diamond, that's where you want to aim.
And once again, you've got this really sharp cut because that 1 ball is up there by the short rail.
I think, did she make the 2 and the 3?
Yes.
Which would mean the 4 ball is the next, so the shape is there. That's the first time she missed a shot without being really quick
Yes.
on the back. So
I would agree.
that was just a little bit of aim.
It was a
'Cause,
tough shot.
yeah.
Tough
Oh, yeah.
shot, tough shape. So
Absolutely.
when you have that combination, it's always going to be hard to make that ball.
And she hit it on the pro side, so she has left Emmy a really tough one here.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what she decides to do. I would
Yeah.
like to play a jam up safe here.
Right?
You see a lot of players get ahead in a match and they start getting a little overconfident or a little overzealous.
Yeah,
And
over-aggressive.
they start selling out games
Right.
and letting your opponent get some speed back into it. So,
Exactly.
Sometimes, even when you're ahead, it's best to play a jam up safe and keep your opponent locked down.
100%, because then you keep them off rhythm.
100.
I think that's all she was trying to do there. She can hit that 5. Just not square enough.
Yeah. And fortunately for her, she's left the 5 ball even tighter to the 4-9, so it makes this next shot kind of difficult to get on and play shape for the 5.
She's got angle, so there is slight angle on the 1, so she should be able to come over to the side rail, and
Yeah.
that should give her a window, and if she doesn't like it to make it, she can always play safe on the 4.
I was going to say, this is a shot that I'm playing shape to play safe.
Correct. Just like that. Now, if she has enough room in there, she could back cut it, and that will move the 9 off of the 5. But in this situation, like you were saying, you've got your opponent down. You want to bury him right now.
Absolutely.
You want to bury him.
And you've got such a good opportunity to do it here. Just hit the 4 ball as a stop shot and send the 4 a little bit up table by the 6.
Yep.
And just stick them right under this
Right,
stack.
exactly. Well, she went for the cut.
And you know what? That didn't have to work out.
No, it didn't. And it might. It looks like she can definitely see the 5.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't like it for the side pocket, it goes up, which would. That 6 is awful tight
Yes,
out of the 9.
Yes,
so
it is.
You're talking about you have to get premium shape on it,
Mm-hmm.
or then you're looking at another safety. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yep. And you know, it was one of those situations where she actually took a risk there going for that out, where that jam up safe may have led to a perfect out.
Right.
What a
stroke.
shot.
What a stroke.
Wow. She committed
Look
so
at that.
much to that shot.
Look at that shape. Pretty sure it goes there.
Yes, and
Wow.
she's now dedicated to this out. You've got to really sit and take some time after that shot, get ready.
Let the
and fully
endorphins get out of
commit.
your body. 'cause
Absolutely.
That was an awesome shot.
Fully commit to this shot.
Yep.
And this is kind of tricky because you've got 2 options. You can hit the stun shot, which is kind of you're asking a lot, or you can float forward, but you're floating towards the 7, so you've really got to commit.
Back cut?
And she
Wow.
back cut it. And that ball hung up. Wow.
I thought I had enough when it hit that it was just going to drop in, so
Yeah,
unfortunate there.
yeah, that back cut was going to be tough because even look at the shape on the 7 that she had.
Right.
It was
She must not have felt comfortable that it went by the 9 enough that she could hold it.
Yeah.
But with her stroke, I think I would have shot the 6 on the other pocket, but we all make it.
Absolutely.
You got to go with your comfort shots.
Absolutely. And here again, it just goes to show you that the hangers are so hard. You never know how deep they are. You've got to take.
You've got to walk down there and see them.
And that one's so deep from where she was. She was full on. The only thing I would have done there is probably draw straight back out of that because you just have no clue as how that ball's coming out of there.
Right. You've got to go down and check it in the pocket and see whether you can go rail first. And if not, then hit it full in the face with a draw shot and you'll be all right.
Yep.
So, unfortunate there.
Yep.
Stop, draw, 9 in the side, right?
Yeah, and I like what she did there. She went behind her next shot to see where she wanted to be. Sometimes when you get comfortable or too comfortable, you make small errors by not giving yourself an angle or too much angle. And she really took her time there to figure out where exactly she wanted to be.
Yep. Yes, she did. She's definitely in a good rhythm. There must have been a slight angle on that 7 because when she made that in the side, it pulled the cube off to the center, which then forced this as opposed to drawing back. So, little tester, but we've seen her make harder shots, so we'll see.
And this is one, she doesn't have to worry about the scratch here.
No, just straight top.
Yep, use pocket speed where it doesn't want to rattle if it's just a little off. Just pure.
Nice.
What a pure shot.
Right in the center.
It's 5-0. She's definitely keeping the hammer down on Lisa, and Lisa's still not comfortable in the match yet.
Nope. I'm kind of surprised by that because she was feeling really good. So
Yeah, you get a couple things not going your way, and it's easy for it to snowball.
Right.
At this point in the match, if you're Lisa, I feel like you've got to just go, hey, I'm gonna go for broke. I'm gonna let my stroke out. I'm gonna just play my game
I'm
and
gonna
quit worrying about anything else.
I'm gonna take a deep breath and I'm gonna come firing.
Yep.
That's what.
And you got to
Yeah.
remember that Emily's gonna feel the heat if you do.
Exactly. You start piecing some shots together, and yeah, it can definitely go. Well, what happened? I was there,
Hmm.
and now all of a sudden, here we are in a battle. So just got to keep fighting. And trust me, I know Lisa will
Yeah.
keep fighting, as Emily would if she were in the reverse situation
Yep.
here.
Okay, and
So
this might be the
I think it's a
first.
dry break.
Yep, this is the first dry break of the match, and the
Ugh,
two ball tied up with the eight, so it's a little
yeah.
unfortunate for Lisa, but she's at the table.
Yep. That, this is a tough one.
Yes, it is. All the balls are on the rail.
And the only way to even get to the two is kind of leave the cue ball where the one is.
Yeah, yeah. I
So
think I'm gonna go for a safety here and bank the one down towards the top right pocket, and then send the cue ball over here behind the it's like towards the five ball.
yes, because if you can do it like that,
She just didn't get the one ball far enough over.
right. Still not an easy shot, especially for position to that two.
No, no. And honestly, the best position you can play on the two, if you can't run into it, and even if you run into it, there's no chance, there's no real good outcome there. You try and get yourself onto a safety on the two where you can tuck the cue ball under the eight.
Correct. I think Emily's going to try to pin her behind that 3-4.
Yes.
No,
And up behind the two
she
eight.
did a 2-8. Yeah. There's no harm done there because you can see
Absolutely.
the two then if you do. A nice little two-way shot.
Yep. Now, I can't tell if she can hit the one or not.
I'm pretty sure she can.
If she can, the same shot's available for her.
Yes. Hmm.
It's a lot more difficult from this distance. But
Yes. She is jumping, so she must not be able to see it.
yeah. Ah,
Wow. It's a long jump. Just
yes,
a
it
hair off
is.
target there. Skim.
Now she's got a decision to make. Does she want to try and get this two ball out of there and go for a run out, or do you take advantage of this first foul and start thinking three foul? The
It's
rest of
true.
the rack is really difficult. The two balls
Huh.
not got an area to go, and the three, four, five. If you're not perfect on those,
You're
that's a difficult situation.
exactly
I think she's looking at the three foul possibility.
trying to get in there and bump that 8 just a hair. Because if she plays that safety and bumps the 8 out, now she's looking at a different story.
Yeah,
Then the there's more of a chance for a run out. But
yeah. In that situation, I think I would have sent the one ball back up table, because she had the one ball been up table with where she left that cue ball, she'd have
e-
been jammed up.
exactly, you've taken away a whole bunch of rails that go at it. So
Now you've given her a chance to hit the easy kick.
yes, and if you hit the one up table like that, you almost have to run into that 8 ball to get some separation off the
Yes,
two. So
yeah. Now I would love to see the safety here where she stuns back and puts that cue ball in that pocket between the two and the eight.
yeah,
You just got to watch, make sure you don't make the bank on the one.
yes. So you're saying bank below the 5 ball, but
Well, she's going another way. She's thinning it and going under the. Oh
oh,
no, maybe she went for the
oh,
nine.
oh. Now see, that's kind of an aggressive shot she's taken simply because the two is still messed up.
Yes.
And if you got something like that, chances are your opponent's not going to run out.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. And now you've given Lisa the opportunity to get you in a three foul situation. Um,
yeah, but you still have to do something with that too.
yeah. Here, I would like to put the cue ball under the one on the short rail, send the one ball up table, and float that cue ball again into that pocket. She's gonna go for the. Looks like she's gonna go for the breakout or the. I'm not sure.
Yeah, she's cutting it in with some top, probably left to come over and hit into it or come above it and play safe. I think that angle is too steep. Unless,
Yeah.
can she thin it and push the 2 behind the 8 and just come out to the side of the 8? Kind of put all 3 in a line.
Yeah, there's a good look. She could hit this with inside English and get that cue ball to stay right under the 8.
Right.
Yep, nice
Nicely
shot.
done. Nicely done.
Yeah, I'm curious if that 5 ball's in the way of the one rail kick at all. To where she'd have to manipulate the kick with a little bit of spin.
Or manipulate with a hair of like heavy bottom just to check it.
Yeah, it looks like it's not. Oh, just barely missed that one.
Okay, so now you've got your opponent on a foul. You do the same.
Oh,
she's on 2? Yeah,
Yeah.
because she scratched on the 9
Yeah.
and now on that. So she's on 2, and I'm betting Lisa's going to do the exact same shot. Push
Now-
the 2 past the 8 and lay up on the 8 ball.
Yep.
And if she can freeze that to the 8 ball without the 2 touching the 8 ball going past, that will be a lock up safe.
Yeah, you really have to focus here and make sure that this safety is lock up.
Correct. You make sure that 2 does not touch that 8, and
Yes.
you get that cue ball as close to that 8 as you possibly can
Yeah.
without moving it.
If the 2 ball touches the 8,
You're
probably going to sell out
wide
the
open.
shot.
Right. That
Really,
is awesome
really
right
well
there.
done. Yes.
Absolutely.
And she got it close enough. She kept the cue ball off the rail enough that takes away the one rail skimming the long rail.
Pretty sure she's going to have to
She
2
has
rail
to-
the corner
Yep.
pocket down here,
She
bottom right.
has to 2 rail it, and it's
Yep.
available.
It's there.
And if you're shooting this two rail, you would want to come up short because you can actually hit off the rail. So if you want to pick a side, don't go long here. Come in short so that you can get that extra
Look
rail.
at this.
Perfect. What a
Very
shot.
nice. Got a little love there on the tighten it up there. I always struggle with these shots where the cue ball is that close to the object ball because I'm old and my vision isn't that great for the close-up stuff. So it's hard for me to see the edge, and I just try to cut them and get some separation here.
Yeah, I would like to see her send the 2 ball up down table a little bit and send the cue ball 3 rails under that 3-4.
3-4.
You just have to make sure that you get the 2 ball up or down far enough
Right.
towards the spot to make sure that you're not leaving the 2 ball on the side.
Well, commit to one or the other. The speed on the 2 or the speed on the cue ball,
Yes.
because if you can bury that cue ball right there to the 3-4, kind of really doesn't matter where the 2 ball goes as long as it's not in a hole.
Right. And this looked like what she did. She went for that shot.
Yep.
We knew from the beginning of this rack, the way the ball's laid out, that it was definitely going to be a safety battle rack.
Absolutely, and it definitely has been. But both of them are smart players. They know how to maneuver the cue ball. If they let their body do the work, they can shoot lights out. So that was
What a nice shot.
really nice touch safety right there.
Yeah, if she goes for this one rail, I really like to hit this ball soft. Just try and stick the 2 and the 6 back together.
Yes.
Just so you get by this inning.
Correct. Yeah, just a little tap, because I don't believe the 6 is frozen, so if the 2 hits the 6, it's going to hit the rail.
Mhm.
And then you leave those tied up again. Yeah,
Yep,
a
just
little short again.
Now, Emily's really got a decision to make here. You can shoot that 2 ball in the top left corner and give yourself a little angle where you float across for the 3. If you land on that ball really well, the runout's there. But you've played all these safeties now and now got to come with a shot.
Yes, because this is your reward. You played the safety. You've got the ball in hand. I think she's going for another
Another
safety.
safety, yep.
Yeah, and it's a pretty good one.
Yeah, and what she's done now, leaving that 2 ball down there, is given her the opportunity to shoot the 3 in the side if she gets a chance at the 2 ball. So, really smart shot. It had multiple facets there. The only thing that's kind of bad about this shot is she left the 2 so close to the corner that
Right.
if Lisa does hit it, it's got a good chance to make it.
And when she played that safe, the cue ball touched the 6, and it gave separation between the cue ball and 6, and it's given Lisa that the long rail option to kick at it instead of like a 2-railer. So short
Yep,
again.
just a little short.
Okay. So you've got her on 2. I say, I mean, because of that 3, 4, 5, if you can get shaped to the 3, play the 2, play the 3. If you ever get out of line, you gotta have
Yeah,
that safety.
and you've got to think about the 6 ball now because she bumped
Right.
it. It may be sitting on the rail, which totally changes
Correct.
the statistics of getting out on this rack. So
mean,
because she's got her on 2 here,
She might just
I-
be playing a safety off
I'd
this 3 onto the 4.
definitely would consider it.
Yeah, I think she is. She's that little short backstroke. Look at this.
Yep. And that's
Okay.
such a nice shot. Look what she did. She got that cue ball where she can't 1 rail kick because of the 9
Hmm.
or the 8. Um, she did
Yeah.
leave the 2 rail. And unfortunately, again, she did leave that ball close to the corner, so you've got some options to hit these 2 rails down here by the ball.
Oh, what do you think about a 2-rail off of the top left?
I like the 2 rail
Yeah.
with a lot of speed.
Right.
Oh, there's that 9 ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
that's why I
definitely
like going away from the 9 ball, because you have the whole table as opposed to that really thin window.
absolutely. And you could have come in short,
Yep.
could have come in long,
Long,
you could
yes.
have hit it almost any which way.
Yes.
It looked like she almost just got a little one-sided in that shot,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
was determined
Committed
to hit it.
that way, even though there was a better option. Yes. That's where it comes into play on a shot like that. Walk around the table
Yes.
to see your different angles into it, because from just looking at that angle, you say, okay, I can hit that kick from here. But if you walk around, that 2-railer was just screaming to be hit.
Yeah. All right, let's see if Lisa can put down a good break and get started in this match. 1 ball down, and that's not going to be a legal break.
Nope.
This is such a hard rule. Nope, Emily's all over it. Sometimes it's so easy to miss that if you're playing in a match because you get so focused. We're all players who came from, if you make a ball, it's your shot. And so, but Emily was all over that. She saw it right off the rip.
Yeah.
She's got a nice angle to come in around for this 2 ball in the bottom left. Oh, she caught it just a little funny. She's got,
I think she's okay here.
yeah,
I think there's enough angle she can play
Well-
that in the inside and go in between the 5-9 to
And
get
you-
out for the 4.
yeah. And this is one of those situations again. She's up 6-0.
Uh-huh.
She has a chance for a jam up safety here if there's
Absolutely.
any chance at missing this ball or missing the shape.
Right. And see, now she's jacked up over a ball with a hard cut with your cue ball wanting to go up to that top pocket.
Yes, absolutely.
And jacked up over a ball is always a lot more difficult than even
Yeah.
being on the rail.
Yeah, you really have to, as a player, you've really got to take the time to look at all the options, even when you're playing well or you're way ahead.
Correct.
That's a good shot, but
Speed.
again, so this is what we
Speed.
were talking about, is you get just slightly out of line, you get yourself just slightly funny, and all of a sudden, an easy run out becomes hard.
Correct.
And your actual mistake would have been a few shots
The
earlier.
shot before. It's generally not the shot you miss, it's the shot before.
Absolutely. Now she's got a great stroke. If she can see this 5 ball I think she can come back and forth. You definitely don't want to try and hold this ball.
Oh, no, there's no way you hold it because then the cue ball is running up table.
Oh.
Oh.
Right, Lisa's got a chance.
This is a perfect time for Lisa just to walk to table like she's doing, check her line for the next ball, take a deep breath, go back to your absolute foundation, your mechanics.
Yep.
Breathe, calm, deliver the shot.
Yep. She's just not comfortable this match. It's so easy to do too. Now again, this hanger, this doesn't lend itself well, especially if she's playing around with that 8-ball.
Right.
I would almost prefer just to leave the cue ball on this short rail and take the back cut into this corner and send the cue ball up table on my next shot.
Absolutely.
But she hit that really, really well. But
Pretty
this
good.
is where you get kind of close. You bring in that 9-ball.
Again, that's that ball roll. This one she wanted a little less of a ball roll, so thin cut, but she'll.
Now, what do you
Em's
like
got this.
here? Do you like to try and come under the 8, or do you try and come straight back up table and just take the cut on the 7?
Well, I'm short, so I'd be stretching for this. So I'm going to actually hit that with a little bit more speed, and I'm going to try to come around behind that 8-ball. So
Yeah.
I 2 rails out.
I think I like that too. I like to hit this with a draw out or left English and come around it.
Yeah, because for me, if I go too far, I'm a pretty decent banker, so you always have that available.
Yeah,
because
see,
that's what happens
that
here.
was
Yeah.
the trouble with that shot.
Yes.
It was you were coming into, even if she hadn't scratched there,
Right.
she's gonna hit that rail
And it was
going
gonna
to
bounce
funny
out.
on the 7.
She would be leaving herself that bank shot,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
say
If you were gonna
yeah,
come up that way,
Yes.
I like actually
going past
going
it up
straight
where
up
the ball
table.
is now. Yeah,
Yep, and
Yep.
then shoot the 7 back down.
Absolutely.
Again, when you get ahead 6-0, you really got to pay attention to really making sure that you don't make small mistakes.
Exactly.
Because this is
All right.
how you let your opponent get started.
Just overran it a hair, but
This is one where you just have to trust your stroke and just
absolutely.
shoot that ball. Now you can run into the 9. I don't like it,
No.
but if you really have a sharp angle here and you don't think you're going to get shape, that might be a good option.
Yeah. You could always stun it, come back to the rail you're at, out to the center of the table.
I like that bump.
That's a nice shot.
Instead of trying to jack up and hit that draw
Right.
shot, just take the chance on the bump. You're probably going to come out with a good shot. Nice. That was a beautiful stroke there.
Very calm.
So again, Emily was a little aggressive in that rack, and really that led to
A couple
Lisa-
position errors that made tough
Mhm.
shots that caused the errors. Yeah.
and really just a slight mental mistakes.
I agree. Just a little bit of a too much of a letdown. Yeah.
You know, sometimes in this situation, you just want to get through the match. 'Cause
Yeah, you're so close and you're
you're s-
playing well. You know your opponent is
Yeah,
struggling.
yeah, but you've got to act like you're down in this situation and continue to grind every single shot.
Exactly. Exactly.
As if you make a mistake, your opponent wins that game, you lose the match. You've got
Correct.
to really keep that mentality.
It's what keeps you on fire.
You know, something I'm noticing about Emily's break, she's breaking and she's coming across the rack with that
Yes.
cue ball. And she's getting great spreads, she's making balls, and she's getting the shot on the 1 more consistently than most of the players who are hitting
Correct.
towards the side they're breaking from.
Exactly. Yes. So kind of a reverse cut break.
Yeah. She's getting great results from it. You
Absolutely.
can't take anything from that.
That 2-ball's hanging in the hole by, what is that, the 5?
Now, were you paying attention in that rack? This may have not been a legal break.
No, it was.
It was?
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
see the 4-ball came up and back.
The 2-ball went up and back
Oh,
because
okay.
the 2-ball almost made it in the top left pocket.
Gotcha. Very good. That rule is so hard to follow sometimes.
Absolutely. But when you're using template racks, you almost have to, because then you end up with somebody doing the Corey dual break on you, and then that's
Yeah,
just
yeah. I like what she did there. She bumped that 5 ball off the rail. Um, but she
she
took
might.
the chance there, and she really didn't play good shape on the 3.
Yeah, but I
Do you
think
like?
she might be going for the combo, because if you hit it good, you could end up with a perfect safety too.
Yeah, I really like going for the combo and sticking the cue ball under the 7.
Yeah. Uh, well,
And she got a bit fortunate
she
with
got away
the
with it,
yep.
so yeah. So yes, folks, this is an elimination round. Um, so that's why sometimes the pressure can get to you, because
It's over if you
it's
don't
over.
get
Yeah,
there.
and you've been playing well, and you're this close. It's you can't even imagine the pressure.
Yeah, that was a nice decision by Lisa there. Just continue to try and get yourself a good chance at the table instead of what she's been seeing.
Yes.
Emily's played a little aggressive in the last 2 games. You
Hmm.
can kind of see that she's trying to get the match over with. So put her in bad situations to where she's got to make good decisions again.
Correct. Oh,
And you can see it with that shot as well. She got away with this
gonna get
one. That's
really fortunate.
that's a bit unfortunate for Lisa
Yes.
because she actually got Emily to make a slight mistake there.
Yeah, she missed the ball going in.
Yeah, and that didn't have to work out like that.
No, it didn't.
And that's a situation you see a lot of amateur players. They'll have this outcome, and they'll never play safe again because the safe didn't work out for them.
Right.
But
You can't stop. It
but
was
it
the
was
right
the
play.
right shot,
Correct.
and you got to do it again because 9 times out of 10, that's going to work out in your favor.
I actually like kicking behind the 5 ball. There's enough of a gap there. She can go behind there, and it's
Yeah. Yeah, this is she's going
tough.
3 rails. The 5 ball's so close to the. No,
Nope,
she's
she's
tying
fouling
it up.
intentionally.
Not a bad decision.
Right.
I really like that shot. Um,
Because that's only one foul.
yeah,
So
and also you know that you need to make Emily make a mistake.
right.
She's playing a little aggressive. Maybe she goes for the breakout and doesn't get it.
Yeah.
The only thing bad here for Lisa is that that 4 ball lays so close to the 8-7 that the breakout's pretty natural.
Correct.
And then the 5's close enough to the pocket that you're probably going to get a good shot after this. Now this breakout, Emily's really got to pay attention to how she hits these because she can't just hit the 8. She's got to get the 7 off the rail because the 9's there.
Correct. She's got to actually come in behind that 8.
What
just
a
like
nice
that.
shot. What a
Just
nice
like
shot.
that. And still in the window for the
Yep.
5 ball.
Yep.
You could not ask for a better result.
That was such a great shot. Great breakout, great decision on how to break those balls out of there.
Yeah.
Now this is a tricky shot. No one likes slow rolling the balls into the side from there. But if you're not comfortable with it, commit to shooting it up table, coming back across, then let your stroke out.
Right.
But whatever you do, commit to what you choose.
That's right. And she's looking like rolling it.
Yeah, she's shaking her head. If you're shaking your head on that, you really got to start thinking about cutting it up table.
Exactly. And just get down,
Yeah,
straight back and forth.
If this ball was past the side pocket and you didn't have an option to shoot it in the side, you wouldn't even consider
Correct.
not shooting in the corner.
Exactly. You'd just hit it and go back and forth.
Yep.
Right. Well struck. And then
Oh no, it came out. She doesn't even know it.
yeah, she doesn't even know it.
She doesn't even know it.
Yeah, she's looking in the rack for the ball. I think everybody thought it scratched Emily. Wow.
You know, and if you're Emily here,
Yeah.
yeah, if you're Emily here, I think you need to take your extension.
If she hasn't, yeah, I don't think she
I don't
has.
think
So
she
yeah,
has. I think you take your extension,
definitely.
you slow down, you sit back down for a second, and then come and get this because you are in a
Yeah.
spot you don't want to lose any more
No,
games.
no. Yeah,
And
she.
see that she did
Yeah,
not reset
no,
completely on that shot.
no. Little quick on the back trigger, and that's
Hmm.
just gonna throw it straight into the rail.
Yep.
So fortunate she didn't scratch. Unfortunate she didn't take enough time to let her mind body reset
Reset.
after that.
Yep.
So
And it happens all the time. That's such a hard thing.
it's the same as if you make a spectacular like ESPN shot. You better take a little bit of time
Yeah.
between that and your next shot, because otherwise you're gonna get all those endorphins are moving around, and
Yep.
yeah, you got to let them get out before you go back to the serious business
Yeah,
here.
absolutely. Ah, Lisa. Okay,
Just
she.
not our day right now.
No, no, it's not. And again, she left Emily kind of in a funny spot where you've got to make a decision on how you're going to go about this because if you try to spin this ball in and you hang it, you're selling out the game again.
Right. So Emily got the extension. Obviously, she's reaching out there pretty far.
And you really need to commit to the shape here. It's not just about the shot. If you're going to shoot this, you better figure out exactly where you want that cue ball going because you
Correct.
don't want to leave yourself another hard shot on 8.
Another thin cut. Yeah.
And if you don't like any of it, you can hit this ball full and send it up to the
Okay.
short rail and play it safe
That's
and leave
correct.
it hard. Yep, and
Don't
that's
do
exactly
that.
that's exactly it. You've really got to commit.
Yes. And that is what happens most often on that shot. You just don't get that little bit more of the inside to make it catch the rail before it hits
Yeah,
that corner.
and honestly, it was such a hard shot with the bridge. Like you
Right.
can't really fault Emily for hitting it
Oh no.
not quite enough.
No.
But at the same token, you got to make the decision. Hey, maybe
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 this
this
is a little
isn't the
bit
right
too
one.
tough.
Yeah, maybe it's not the right time.
Right.
So if Lisa cleans these up, that's a couple games that she wasn't supposed to be at the table at all.
Correct.
And now the momentum's shifting just a little bit. I'd like to see Emily get back to the a little bit tighter game, a little bit smarter, a little bit slower,
Correct.
and wait for a good opportunity to run out because she knows she's hitting the ball well.
I agree with that.
And if you're Lisa, keep taking advantage of the situation.
Keep
Don't
putting
get
her in the pressure
don't get
shots.
ultra aggressive
Mhm.
back. Don't feel like you have to do something.
Right.
Just continue to put the pressure on her.
Absolutely. It's the best thing Lisa can do right now. It's what's giving her this chance.
Yep.
Just a couple unforced errors by Emmy, a little bit of slight position play, and
And it's so easy to do. The
oh yeah,
pressure is so high. You've really got to watch when the pressure gets high. You also have to have a pre-shot routine for your mental game.
correct. Absolutely. What's your thought process going into every shot?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's based on the table. Is this a defense? Okay, what's your thought process when you're playing a defense?
Yeah, it's easy to put blinders on when you're under pressure.
Yes, it is.
All right, one ball down and one ball up table. So that's going to be,
Another
unfortunately, that's going to be a,
illegal break.
yep,
I think Emmy takes this on and plays safe, to be
a
honest.
100%, an aggressive safety.
Yes.
I would like to see her hit this ball on the left side with a lot of spin
Yep.
and try and come in
Back over to the two ball.
between the
Yeah.
7 and the 8 off the second rail
Yes.
and get under that 2 ball.
Looks like
'Cause
she's going the right side of it.
yeah, and this isn't a bad option either.
No. Because she's got that 3, 5, 8.
Yeah. It's not as aggressive of a defensive shot, meaning that she left her a little bit more options to actually hit this one. Whereas if she'd have come around to the other side, you may have really made really difficult.
because you actually have a bigger wall of blockers.
Yes. Usually when there's a safety shot to be played, there's multiple options, and you really want to look for the one that provides the best statistical chance of them not hitting the ball. All right, and she hit a really nice
Wow,
shot
that
there.
was
Look,
really
yeah,
nice.
she went for that cross.
And she had it,
Yeah, and
rimmed it out, had shape.
again, she left it tough for
Yeah.
Emily. This is not an easy ball to sneak in there. Um, I don't think you can hit this hard and go across table and cheat the pocket. It'll rattle too easily.
Yes.
So you've almost, if you're going to shoot it, you almost have to float this ball, which takes away your accuracy just a little bit. Not from your stroke, but from table roll.
Exactly. But I'll tell you right now, I haven't seen a table roll yet.
No,
Oh, I should carry him.
that was a
Carry
great
'em.
shot.
Great
That was a
choice.
great shot. Yep.
Great choice.
Now it didn't lead to a lot of a future for an aggressive out here, but she now has the chance to play a pretty jam up safety. I'd like to see her try to roll up on the 3.
Just stick that one ball up on the head string.
Yep, and that's what she tried to do. She hit it pretty well.
I'm thinking she got there.
Yep, she hit it pretty well.
That's about as close to the head string as you can get without being frozen. And
Smart.
this is just far enough out that I don't think Lisa can jump it.
Yeah, that makes it really difficult if the ball's in the middle of the table.
If you were a lefty, you could probably jump this, but Lisa being right-handed, because guaranteed, if she could jump it, she would try it right
Yeah.
here.
I have seen people use the bridge in this situation to try and jump it.
I have.
But you've got to really practice that shot if you're going to do it.
Yes. There you go. And
Oh, that's a brutal
you know,
roll.
it's one of the few kicks here recently that she's made contact with, and then she gets the unlucky scratch behind it.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Now this is Emily's first real good chance at controlling a good run out, keeping herself in line in these last 2 games. So I'd like to see her take her time and really stay on the right side of the balls here.
Just draw back a little bit and shoot the 3 up in the right corner, or she's going
She's going to
forward.
go forward.
Yeah.
And I like that decision.
That's cool.
She's
Yeah.
putting herself on the right side of the 3 ball. You know, she committed to shooting the 5 ball in the corner before she shot
Even
that one.
yes.
And I like that because
Yes.
it's so easy to just say, hey, the 5's either in the corner or the side.
Yeah. She definitely committed to that corner pocket for
Yeah.
sure.
Nice shot. She got
Yeah.
herself the perfect angle, and this is what I mean. She's keeping herself on the right side of the ball where she can either hit the ball firm and it's fairly straightforward. There's no draw, no anything on it, or she's giving herself the angle to roll.
Correct.
Now here you got to be careful. You don't want to be running into the 9 ball in the next shot, so you definitely want to come back far enough.
That's why I'm saying just a little bit of draws to make sure.
Yeah, and it looks like she gave herself that angle where it's close, but I think she can definitely miss it if she goes forward.
I actually think she might want to run into this 9 ball to push it to the right, because that will hold her for the 7.
Yeah, I don't know that I would
But
try to hold
because
here.
it's so tight.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd try to hold here.
Right.
I'd like to go forward 2 rails and back out. I think if you try to draw this, it's too easy to hit the 9-2 full, and then
Yes.
you're left with that long shot, and you're on the wrong side of the 7 to go to
True.
the 8.
It's true.
And this is what I mean, that 5 ball that she just shot, had she drawn back just a bit farther, it changes the whole complexity of this game so much.
It really does.
Yep, and this is what she's left with, is the wrong side going into the 8. Now you just got to commit to floating over there. Hit this shot and put your best stroke on it.
Stay down, follow through.
Yep.
I mean, the 8 ball's out in the middle of the table. Every pocket's available,
Yeah.
so just keep the cue ball off of it.
Yeah, and commit to what you're doing. This
Absolutely.
is so easy. So many times you just want to make this ball so bad, you don't figure out exactly where you're going to be on the 8. You have to.
You definitely have to put a spot in your mind.
Yep. And that was a close one.
Again, she got away with that one there, but it just that slight off angle on the 6
Yep.
forced that 7.
Yes, absolutely. So just a few mental mistakes from Emily. It's so hard to close these matches when you're under pressure.
Because your opponent is fighting with everything they
Yes,
have. They don't
yes.
want to go down without swinging, so
Another smart shot here by Lisa.
look
Leave
at this.
distance, leave it jacked up.
Nice. That was very nice. Almost straight in, jacked up
Mm-hmm.
over a ball, 8 feet away. Yeah,
Yeah, if you're Emily here, the only thing you can do is you might be able to go rail first so that you can guarantee shape, but that 7 ball's off the rail enough that that's not an easy shot.
and if you go rail first, you're even more jacked up over the 9. Right here, she
Yes,
might be just slightly to the edge. You just
just make
pinch
it.
it, pinch it just enough.
That's a good shot. Now you're just trusting that you can follow your fundamentals, go forward here, and get a decent shot on the 9.
It's just this is at a weird angle. Makes the side pocket really tough. Makes the bottom left really tough. So
Yeah, I would definitely shoot it in the corner and just roll straight forward. I think you're going to end up right around the 3 diamond.
I'm pretty sure the cue ball would definitely hit below the side pocket
Yeah.
there. So and that would be okay. Just stay down and commit to it.
Yes. This is where you have to follow your fundamentals.
And I like the cue being a little bit flatter on this because you really want to stay down. That little bit of jack up again puts that little bit of spin.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and she really did hit that really nice. That's such a hard shot
it is.
from the corner like
It
that.
really is.
Now, if you're Lisa, how do you like to play this shot?
Uh, I separate it side to side. I think she likes to separate end to end. For me, I think it's a.
I like taking this shot on. It plays natural shape. I
It
just like
does.
to roll this, and then even if you miss, Emily would have to come around. Um, now she cut that ball
Way
way
too
too
thin.
much. Yep.
Yep.
Had she hit that ball a little fuller, that cue ball would have stayed down here by the 9.
It would have.
And
Because it
even
would have come off the 8 different and been over
yes,
more to the left.
and even if it hung up, it would have been difficult to get back down. Unfortunately, she just didn't hit that ball full enough. And here, all you have to do is really watch for the scratch.
Yes.
Just left yourself a little tester.
Being that close to the rail, though, you just hit this with a center ball and let the cue ball just go all the way straight back up the table.
Absolutely.
Stay down and commit to it.
Yep, lay down a good stroke.
Nice and smooth. Just
What a
like
nice shot.
that.
What a nice shot.
Yes, that was to put her on the hill with the break.
Yeah. And there was a lot of pressure on that shot. She had given
absolutely.
up a couple games she didn't need to.
Correct.
And
That would have been another one.
yes, it would have been another one.
And that would give Lisa that little bit more hope.
Yeah, so that's a big game for Emily to,
Yeah, it
to
really
just
was.
close up.
It really was. So if she keeps her break working here, plays smart like she has been, it's going to be tough here for Lisa.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this cue ball on this break because she's been coming across the rack just a
Yeah,
little bit.
she's been breaking here from the left side and hitting over on the right side of the one on where the 4 and
Yeah.
8 are.
And she's pretty consistently either making the 1 or getting a shot on the 1. So
Correct.
she did it again.
Nice little tick off of it.
What a great break. She's
Yeah.
breaking so consistently.
She really is. I think that 5 stayed out of the way. She might be able to just make this 2 in the side and float forward for 3. I'm not sure. I mean,
Yeah. Thanks.
So,
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it depends on the angle here. I would like to see her just float forward
yes.
and take the cut on the 3 because she can come back and forth for the 4.
Exactly.
You really don't have to do too much. If that cue ball's floating towards the side rail too high, then you might consider coming off that rail.
Correct.
She could cut it in the corner if she wanted to, but that 6 ball is big.
Right.
Yeah, and that's a great shot. Don't try to do too much there.
Yeah, when she's gotten in trouble and given away the couple games, she just tried a little bit too much and left herself that just hair out of shape. So
yeah, you know, the shot here is harder to make, but the shape is so natural that you can just purely focus on making the ball,
shot,
which makes the shot so much easier.
Exactly.
And that's that balance between a hard shot and hard shape.
Correct. Nice and smooth, back and forth.
A really nice stroke.
Yeah.
Now she did get herself on the wrong side of this ball as well. That's going to make getting on that 5 ball difficult. You're
show me your draw.
Yeah, you know, and you got 2 options. You can do what she's doing now, which is basically a stun draw to leave it on that side of the table and take the cut shot on the 5, which isn't a bad option because she can come back and forth for the 6. Or she could cut it in the bottom right and come around the table, but there's a lot of traffic, so I like what she's doing here. Yep, and she got a bit fortunate, but she hit that ball really nice.
She really did. She didn't try to overdo it. Where that's been her mistake in the past. She overdid it just a hair.
And a lot of players would want to actually hit that ball so hard to come back across.
Right.
But you're taking away, if you catch a rail going in, you're going to rattle that ball.
Exactly.
And here, she can go back and forth naturally again, up and down table.
Up and down the table.
And so it makes the out so much easier.
It really does.
It wasn't an easy shot, but it definitely was the right way to play this whole rack.
What I would like to see Lisa do right here, because earlier she rimmed a pocket without hitting the ball, I would love to see her go down there and look at that ball in that pocket.
100%. And you know, you really have to, because these are not just natural shots.
Right.
It's the hardest shot to play shape on. Yep, and that's what we saw once again. Yep, you were spot on.
I mean, yes, she was pretty much forced to use top because of the position of the cue ball on the rail. But give yourself the better opportunity to go down there. Can you just put that hair spin on it and aim right at the corner so it can barely spin into it and touch it?
Yep, barely graze the corner, come out.
Yeah.
It's
but you can't tell that from 9 feet away.
No, you can't.
And unfortunately...
Yep, she left it just dead end for Emily.
Yeah.
And that's not a super critique. It's just that the nerves make you not really think through everything just right.
Yeah.
All right, Emily makes the 9 and wins the match. She played really, really well, other than those few mental mistakes late when she was up a lot.
Yes.
She played really solid pool there.
She really did. She had some beautiful strokes in there and just kept the pressure on. That's the best thing you can do.
And Lisa,
when you get them down, keep them under pressure.
Yeah, Lisa didn't look as comfortable as maybe she has been.
I agree.
And that was pretty much what led to the mistakes that she made. It was just a little bit of nerves.
Just a little quick on the triggers on a couple shots, and that gets you out of shape or costs you. And it's tough. It's tough to overcome that in the early parts of a match.
Especially on a match that you know if you lose you're done.
Right. Exactly. And it puts you in the money if you win.
Yes.
That's the other part.
Marianne, I had a great time.
Zach, it's been a pleasure. This was absolutely wonderful.
Thank you, and thanks to all the viewers out there.
Absolutely, folks.
Keep watching and keep supporting. They do a lot of work here to make this happen, so make sure you support as much as you can.
I think the next match will be coming up here shortly, 2 o'clock, I believe. So we'll get somebody in here to take you away on that.
All right, thank you.
Hey guys, this is Lonnie Fox Raymond. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary on that matchup between Emily Duddy and Lisa Cassette with the Marianne Merrill, Eminem herself, and Mr. Zach McKee. Zach's the other half of Julie Skripek, who was a player in this event. I think he does a good job. He's very smart, very knowledgeable player himself, so it's kind of cool to have him get in the booth and enjoy doing it. So we thank him for that. I want to give a shout out real quick to our sponsors: Big Family Custom Creations, The Perfect Rack, How Tips, Kamui Chalk, ICA Training Tools, Castillo Leather Goods, and of course our long-lasting sponsorship partnership with Aramith, Simonis, and Diamond Billiard Products. Going forward, we've got another great matchup coming up for you guys. I believe it's Savannah Easton versus Ashley Benoit. So stick around. We're going to have another guest commentator coming in the booth, so stay with us. We'll be back shortly. Here's a couple matches, you guys. I know it's kind of a distant view, but we got Donna Selman versus Olivia Chang on the far table there. And Laura Semko versus Stephanie the Velvet Hammer Mitchell grinding it out. Those are both B-side elimination round matches. You guys are welcome to check that out. In the process, I'm going to take a few seconds here to get our graphics ready for our feature match here in just a few minutes. All right, folks, we are working on getting our guest commentary in the booth here soon. Working on all that right now. We got Julie Cohn coming in to do the commentary for this matchup with Savannah Easton and Ashley Benoit. And I know that she was looking for someone to co-commentate with her, but I'm not 1,000% sure if she got that person. I am supposed to also be playing here at 2 o'clock, so I'm currently waiting for them to get back to the booth so that we can get moving here. Yeah, stay tuned, folks. Let's check out a commercial while we're waiting for the ladies.
Digital Pool is the ultimate app for billiards enthusiasts, tournament directors, and league operators. Digital Pool enables world-class billiards events by using innovative technology to enhance and streamline the experience at every angle. Experience features like live scoring, text notifications, table assignments, real-time match updates, automatic reporting the Fargo rating, player stats and profiles, live streaming overlays, online player registration, and digital payment tracking. Enjoy all this and more by signing up for your free account at digitalpool.com. All right, folks, I'm going to turn it over to Julie Cohn. You guys enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the WPBA Iron City Invitational number 4. All right, we got a good match for you coming up here. Got Savannah Easton and Ashley Benoit. Savannah and Easton needs a little introduction, but she's from Las Vegas, Nevada. Numerous title and career achievements. I'm just going to pick off a few and read them. Let's give you some of her latest. 2024 Junior National Straight Pool and 10 Ball champion. She's got so many. All right, let me get this off the screen for you so we can see what's going on. It looks like Savannah's got the lag. We'll go over. All right, and here are some of the rules for you. The ladies lag for the first break, alternate break format, 3-point break roll. The 9 ball doesn't count on the break or in the bottom 2 corners. 3 consecutive fouls equals loss of game, and this is cue ball fouls only. Playing 9 ball, race to 8. All right. All right, everybody. Julie Skripak is joining me in the booth. We're going to
Yes.
get this going.
We have Julie squared. Julie and Julie.
It's a pretty good starting break by Savannah. A little bit of a cut on the one, but totally doable. I'd like to have that as the first shot.
Yes. I've never really watched Savannah play. I don't watch a lot of pool, so
You might be the only one in the country that has seen
I know.
Savannah play.
I mean, I see like little snippets here and there, but I never get
Ooh.
to like actually watch. I'm not a big pool watcher, so
Okay. Well, you're in for a treat.
I know.
You
This will be exciting.
Yeah.
I've never played her, so
Surprised a little bit that she missed that one. That's kind of a little uncharacteristic. Just to let you all know, we have a bonus table on YouTube. You can look it up at the WPBA on YouTube. And that match is Kennedy Mayman versus Brittany Bryant. Let's see how Brittany does after coming off a tough loss to Lori John earlier today. It's a good save played by Ashley. You can see her pause and waiting for the other waiting for the other player to finish their shot. Got the jump cue out. Oh
that
my
was beautiful.
goodness.
In perfect shape.
Like it had eyes. Now Savannah plays with all Lucasi cues.
Is she sponsored by Lucasi? Yep, she is. Uh-oh.
And the jersey she's wearing is from Jam Up Apparel, who she is also sponsored by. She has a list of sponsors here a mile long. Ashley plays with all Pea Showers.
And she is sponsored by them.
And In the Box Sports, PA Prome Pool, the Shark Stream, and Just the Tip Pool Cue Repair. Here she is, our first look at Ashley today, besides the lag.
Now, Ashley, I've seen because I've played her multiple times.
Okay.
So, being that she goes to a lot of Pennsylvania tournaments, and I'm from Ohio, so like we run into each other.
Okay. Tough competitor, right?
Yes. And I had to play her my first match yesterday
Oh,
on the stream. So,
traveled a long way just to meet up with her yet again,
right.
right?
Yeah, that's what I told her. And whoever won played April Larson. And I was like, oh my gosh, every single tournament I go to that April's in, I draw her the first round. And then same with Ashley. So it was meant to be.
Oh, just caught that. A little bit thin. Both ladies probably trying to just get settled in. Match just started. It always takes a rack or two.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody, for joining the stream. We really appreciate it. We ask you to like and share it with your friends. If you scroll down into the comment section or in the WPBA room, you should be able to find a QR code where you can donate to the stream. They really appreciate it.
I was wondering how she was going to play that. It's always hard to play when the ball's hanging in the pocket like that. I was wondering if she would just like hold it down table or go up. I felt like she almost didn't get there for the 6 or 7, whatever it was there.
All right, Savannah leads 1-0. Well, let's see how Ashley's break is going to work out for her. It's pretty. Ooh, bad kick.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate because it was a good break.
There's not a lot of trouble here. The 4, it could be in a much better spot, but I do believe that there's room to get in there to make it in the corner. And where the 3 is located, it's pretty easy to get back to the right side of it to be able to come out one rail to get onto the 4. So you played in this tournament, right, Julie?
Yes.
You said you drew
Yes.
Ashley first round.
Yes.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Of course I did.
Good.
It was a lot of fun. It's just nice to be here, and you know that. Like it's a privilege to be here. So
And it's a great pool room.
yes,
They're very generous and kind. And
very. I've never been. I mean, I've only played in 5 events, and this is the first event where they actually provide food. So, like, the pool room owner buys food every day, and I was shocked. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe that.
like good food too.
Good food, Longhorn.
Yeah. Yeah. Michael Cantoni is the owner of Iron City Billiards in Birmingham, Alabama. You gotta come check it out for yourself.
And you were right, that 4-ball went. She had no problem making it and coming across for the 5.
Natural position on the 7. Same thing here. You just gotta make the balls.
Mm-hmm.
She got them.
She should be fine, though. I mean, you
Yeah.
can.
Just a little
Get
flat on it. She's
little
probably gonna have
flat.
to back cut the 9.
Yes, I would imagine so, but I think she'll be okay.
She
But it'd be
just-
better to be straight on.
Yeah, unless she just draws it straight back. She might just draw it. Nope,
She did.
she did. She just didn't. Which that's scary, right? It's difficult. She hasn't been playing for very long here to judge that type of
Yes.
draw. 2-0 Savannah. She's taking a quick lead.
Ashley plays a lot of one pocket. So
Yeah.
I know you play a lot of one pocket.
Well, I used to. I do sometimes. I haven't picked up a cue since January, though. I've been playing in this event here in Iron City, but I just haven't picked up a cue since January, and I figured
I
I'd just
know.
come and help out Lonnie with the stream.
Yep.
That's I do that. I disappear for years at a time and come back. My Savannah's racking. We're gonna move over to this digital pool real quick, see if we can see some of the other matches that are going on in the room. Oh, we'll try that later.
Live
I'm kind of
scores.
new. Yeah, it's live scores. I'm kind of new to this, and all I did was just take away the score and bring it back. Try again later. There we go.
I was wondering, because we don't touch the scoring in here in the booth, does it just automatically update from Digital Pool? Do you know?
It does.
Oh.
It does. All the ladies have their own iPads down there, and they
But on the stream
click
it
their
even
store.
updates?
Yep. Somehow it's all intertwined. That's
Wow,
a
that is so
question for
cool.
Lonnie, but it does work.
That is really cool.
Mm-hmm. We'll bring it up here in a little bit and see some of the scores around the room, but you can always go to Digital Pool yourself if you want to see the live score updates on all the matches that are going on right now. Looks like Savannah's off to a good start here again. She's gonna get a nudge that she didn't probably want there, but she's got a few options here. She could play safe, put the cue ball behind the 7. She could bank the ball. She could cut it in the side. She could thin it and come behind the 6, 8, 9, 5.
Yeah, I think it looks like she's doing. Nope, she went for the bank.
Ooh,
Oh,
and she
no.
scratched in the corner. And it gives Ashley a chance to put up a number on the board.
Yeah, I think the key will be getting from the 7 to the 8. You just have to make sure you get on the right side.
Shot's a little bit tricky because you're kind of sliding. There, she hit it pretty good though. She got down on that ball pretty quick.
She does. She shoots really fast.
Yeah.
She's a super stroke. I mean, she can do so much with that cue ball. Sometimes I feel like she needs to hone it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I really think she's going to be like a top female player in our country at some point. And she wants it too.
Yeah.
I mean, like, she has that drive.
Does she?
Yes,
That's good.
she wants it badly.
Do you know much about maybe her practice routine or what she's
I
doing to
don't.
get there?
I don't. I really don't know how much she practices. I know she plays a ton.
Oh, you have to. I mean, these girls train really hard. You know, sometimes they just make it look so easy, but that's from hours and hours and hours of training.
Right.
You really need to, if you're in the chat and you've never seen one of these WPBA events live, when one comes near you, I highly suggest that you go to one, because you get to see the women and to see them practice and to see the actual work that they're putting in, especially a day or two before the tournament starts.
Right. Savannah has been here. I feel like she's been here, like, because she didn't start till Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And Ashley's been here. Ashley's been here the whole time that I've been here since Wednesday. and everyone, like all the top players, my Zach, who was just on the stream, my
Mm-hmm.
boyfriend, he said like he stayed and played one pocket with Ashley when I went to dinner a couple nights ago, and
They're
he
both.
actually said that the players that were here practicing were your top 16,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Like,
It makes sense. It
hmm
makes sense. This is uh unfortunate. There's a lot of scratch on the break here in this match so far. We're only 3 games in, and I think it's been what, twice we've seen a scratch on the break. The
yeah,
one got kicked in
the
though,
one got kicked in,
so
yeah.
that's not really fair. But we've got everybody asking how old Ashley is in the chat. I'm not real sure.
I'm not real sure either. Um, Pretty young though. 23 probably sounds about right.
Just gonna come around 3 rails. She just doesn't want too much angle on the forward. She's not gonna get it. That's that'll be fine.
And that's fine. I feel like that's fine too. She'll be okay just coming down just enough where she can see the 7.
Just the 1 railer, or do you think she'll come 2 rails
I like the
back to the middle?
2 rails. I
And
would
yeah,
prefer the 2 rails.
yeah, I do as well, most definitely. Then that looks like what she's doing.
And
She's got
she's
some draw on the
probably
cue ball.
comfortable. It depends how comfortable you are. Like, because if you're uncomfortable, then you don't want to put all that English on it.
Yeah, you might just try to slow roll it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, you're right.
Now, she actually went too far, so maybe the 1 rail would have been a little better.
That's a good shot there.
Yeah,
This is the
had
9.
no trouble.
Nope. It's a very nice shot.
Perfect shape.
Savannah has really improved over the last year or so. She has really improved a lot. I do see her as a future champion one day.
Mm. How old is she? Do you know?
No, but I'm sure our chat room knows. Can you guys give us? Do you know how old Savannah Easton is in the chat?
14? That's it?
Yeah, I knew
Yeah.
she was young.
Good grief.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yep, 14.
Yeah,
She
I knew
must
they
be
know.
14.
Yeah, Savannah has a huge following. She has a lot of fans, and I mean, well deserved.
Yes.
She should.
I know. Like, I see, she's from Las Vegas, so I
Yes.
see she is always at that pool room there. I've only gone there once
Yes,
last
Griff's.
year at
She's
Griff's.
sponsored by Griff's Bar and Billiards. Aloha Billiards, Fort Worth Billiards, Hard Times, Billiard of Sacramento.
Yeah.
That was quite a place years and years and years ago. I'm sure it still is.
Oh, that was unfortunate. When you scratch in the side like that, it's always a little unfortunate, I
Yeah.
feel. I talked to Kennedy for like a couple minutes downstairs because I played her yesterday. We both really struggled in our match, but she came out and ended up winning. And just asked her if she was feeling more comfortable today and better today, and she said she is. And she's 1-1 with Brittany right now over there, so
Let's see what
maybe
happens.
she is feeling a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
She hasn't been feeling the greatest, and when you're a little sick,
Yeah, it can make a
sometimes
huge impact,
yes,
right?
yes. She has a great stroke too. All these girls have such great strokes.
That was a nice shot there. She was able to
Hmm.
hold the line to keep the cue ball behind the 3. So I think Ashley here oh, she's going to jump it. I thought she was going to kick at it thin and run the cue ball to the other end rail, bank it back to the middle of the table, but no, she's just going to go for the jump, and she
Nice.
makes it.
Good position to get up there for the 4 ball.
Mm.
Oh. We ran into this yesterday when I was up here commentating, like people overstroking. The girls were just overstroking just a hair.
All right, the first match that I commentated, they were all understroking the ball. It kept coming up short, so this is kind of new. These two, though, I mean, the young ladies, they're such a pleasure to watch. It's like when you watch them, they're just playing without any kind of fear, right? Like
Right.
I'm a little bit older, kind of don't do a lot of playing anymore, but I feel like I'm thinking a lot. Like I've missed it before. I know how
Right.
missable it is. It's like they don't even know that
It is so
I'm just gonna
different.
get over here, get my jump cue out, and fire it in the back of the hole. It's really envious.
Oh.
Mm. She was trying to really get that super draw stroke on there, and I think it just caused her to miss the
Yep.
ball.
Got away with it, it looks like.
Yeah, just a little bit.
But yeah, that's what she was doing against me. That's where like that big stroke, once she hones that in, I think that it's going to make a huge difference in her game
Yeah.
because she was missing against like rattling just like that,
Yep.
trying to get that big stroke going. But Ashley, she's got it. So she's going to get there.
And it's probably just because she is trying. Maybe her grip or something is tightening up a little bit because she knows it's a big shot, and she's trying to execute it. And a lot of the other shots, it doesn't. She's just executing without the trying part of it. So maybe that when she, like you say, when she conquers that, gonna be an animal. Already is really, but just that much more fierce.
Yes.
Look at this. Safe again. So some pretty cool things going on with the WPBA this year. One is the production of the live streams. That's getting a little bit better, right?
Yep.
It's getting better
With
and better every
bonus
tournament.
tables.
Yep. And then we've got some new sponsors. The official apparel company of the WPBA is Big Family Custom Creations. You can call them for all your pool apparel needs. It's pretty cool. It's been a while since they had an apparel company involved with the WPBA.
And they do an amazing job. Like they will customize anything for you.
That's awesome.
And I've heard they're pretty reasonable.
I'm pretty sure if you see Lonnie on the live stream, which eventually you'll probably see her, I think that's where all her jerseys came from. She had one on yesterday. It had LFR all over it.
Yep,
a little
I
orange
believe.
Yep,
I would
was from
imagine
Big Family Custom Creations.
Yeah, they are. That woman, I can't remember her name, Marie maybe, but she is amazing and will work with you. She will go back and forth until you're satisfied
That's got a little straight on the 8. It's definitely doable. She can just follow the ball. It's a nice stroke. She actually overstroked it. A good shot.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
Let's go ahead. Okay, I said we were going to check in on some of these live scores. Let's do that and bring up the digital pool. And here we go. Ada Leo and Susan Williams. Ada leads 1-0. Kennedy Mayman and Brittany Bryant, with Kennedy leading 2-1. Olivia Chang versus Veronique Menard, 1-1. Taruk goes up 3-0 on Emily Duddy. Monica Webb is back from a loss earlier to Marguerite Fefalova-Steyer, leading 1-0. I'm going to go back to the other screen because I definitely don't want to miss the break. Well, we didn't, so that's good. We'll check back in later. If you'd like to check for yourself, you just go to digitalpool.com. See if Ashley can get a little bit better break than some of the ones we've seen earlier. Try to keep it out of that pocket. It's close again. It's tracking.
Savannah is on the B side.
I believe this entire round that you see on Digital Pool right now is B-side matches. So the loser of these matches will unfortunately go home. We should see some good matches out there. They're fighting for their lives now.
Yes.
Oh no.
No, not a scratch again.
Ashley is having a rough time. It doesn't seem to matter what she does. That cue ball wants to find a pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, I don't think Savannah wanted to make both of those balls. She tried to bank the ball, but she hit it at a nice speed to where, if she played it short, played it to the pro side. Clever young lady. Ashley's just probably going to try to get under that 5-4 over there. Think she hit it a little thicker than she wanted to, but she got kind of fortunate to run into that 6 ball. Savannah's going to go with one rail click kick. Try to put a little spin on it there. It's the rail.
Oh. So close.
Savannah is looking for a way out here. I wonder if she can hit the 3 ball. I don't think that she can. No, she must be able to, because she's going to shoot directly at it. Try to keep the cue ball down there. Oh my goodness, she could make the ball. Sometimes looking at the stream, get lost. Now the question is, does a 4 go, which I'm assuming it must, or why would she have played the cue ball down there?
Oh, yep.
I think she's just probably going to take the bank on this 5 ball, you think? I think she is.
Yes, I would imagine so.
Probably come 3 rails to the
She's-
other side of the 6. Oh, she
No.
didn't. She played safe. That did surprise me. And a good one at that.
And that was probably a smart time to play a safe. Being up, you don't want to give a game away.
Yeah, keep your
So,
lead, right?
mhm.
Yeah.
It's so easy to just keep going for things
Mm.
when you're up.
It's just too many ball in hands for Savannah this set.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm kind of wondering if maybe Ashley should just kind of maybe take a break, you know, regroup, maybe slow down a bit, think about a different, maybe try to slow Savannah down a bit.
Right. And she's an excellent defensive player, so she could get in that mindset and try to take control.
Because it looks right now that Savannah is definitely more comfortable on the table than Ashley might be, and she hasn't quite got it settled in or into her rhythm
Yep.
yet. So
And Savannah's not letting her.
yeah, that's right. That's right. So every shot that Ashley has it's so important. Each single shot is so important right now because a 5-1 deficit. That's anything can happen though. I mean, it's just one
Yes, we
thought
just saw what
or one
happened
shot away. Yes.
with Lori, John, and Brittany.
Yes, I commentated that match. I was very shocked that it ended up that way, but kudos to Lori John for just hanging in there and staying present in the moment and just getting it done, you know, dealing with what's exactly in front of you instead of thinking about, oh, wow, I'm losing this match, or, oh, what ball did I miss? You're just staying present and just waiting your turn again. This looks like it might have been a foul, which she didn't make the ball either. I don't think she hit where she was aiming for on that break. And it looked like she kind of decelerated her stroke. Like she didn't really give it a lot when she broke the balls. Maybe she came off balance or...
It's a good opening shot. She just didn't get very good on the 2 ball. Now might be a good time to try to play a safe.
Most definitely.
So instead of going for something like
So she plays
try to get control.
one pocket. Is she coming up behind the... Nope, she's just going to take the easy, just kind of...
Ugh. That
If
was
she-
probably pretty easy to jump,
Yep.
especially you're only jumping half the ball.
She comes again with her Lucasi jump cue. This one she's got to draw back her cue ball, though. That makes it a lot more difficult.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, almost got fortunate there.
Uh-huh. It's been raining here for 9 days in Birmingham, Alabama, so
Yeah,
it's
I'm ready to
humid.
go home.
it's humid, it's rainy, balls are hanging up everywhere.
It is definitely humid. Anybody who has been following my Facebook knows that it's humid here
Yeah.
because I've been saying, like when I played on the stream yesterday, I'm like, sorry guys, if I have an afro mid-match, it's because I'm in Alabama.
Yesterday, I showed up to the pool room and I had a long sleeve shirt on a zip up, wearing over my t-shirt, and I went outside and I commented just what a beautiful day it was because it was only like 79 degrees, and everybody was out there complaining, or they're like, but it's so humid. I'm like, what? It's not even. It's gorgeous out here, but I've been living here. It's
Yes.
it's funny. I'm originally from Michigan, but it's funny how your body can
Yes.
acclimate itself to the temperatures. Yeah.
Yeah. I felt like it was a lot better yesterday too, even though,
It was. It most definitely was.
so it was a lot nicer. It wasn't quite as humid. It was a little cooler. So
Mhm. She wants to try to hit this 3 thin. She couldn't get by the 6. This is a good opportunity for Ashley. She needs to start closing that gap. The 5 ball is, the 5 to the 6. There's nothing easy about this, but she now has control of the table, and that's the mission here, is to keep control.
do you think she's looking? I was gonna say, do you think she's looking at 3 foul? But no. Maybe she was, but I don't know. I'm not really sure what she was looking at there.
I originally thought that she was just playing the 9 ball in the side pocket. Or the 3 ball,
The
I'm
3
sorry,
ball.
I said the 9 ball. Because I don't know why you would shoot it to play safe.
Right, because you have easy shape on the 4. Those balls, the 5 and the 8, were kind of tied up, which is the
Yeah.
only reason I thought maybe she was looking at trying to play a safe there.
Yeah, but if you were going to play safe, wouldn't you have just brought the cue ball right behind the
Behind-
6-9
Right.
and shot the 3?
Yes, that's what I'm
And-
thinking.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused on what she was trying to
Mhm.
do there as well. I think she was trying to make it, and she was trying to bump that 6 out so she could, because that 6 and 9, that was hard from getting from the 5 to the 6, and then she just ended up accidentally missing the ball.
And it's pouring down rain again. Good old Alabama.
Yeehaw!
I can hear it hitting the roof.
Looks like she can go rail first and kick this ball in.
Yes.
Come around and get shape for the 5.
It's funny how sometimes you land like that and you can't go rail first.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so frustrating. But this one, yeah, she can definitely get there, it looks like.
And if she can't, she could kick, the other way, 2 rails. The 4 is right in front of the pocket. I always favor the ladies to make this ball when it's that close to the pocket. Oh my goodness, but look how that ended up.
Yeah, that ended up decent, it looks like. We're not streaming the winner's side right now because there are no winner's side matches playing currently. They play they play like different parts of the bracket at different times. So
Yeah, Jacques in the chat was asking why we're not streaming the winners, and Julie just went ahead and answered that question for him. I probably maybe check the 4 o'clock rounds. I think there's a 4 o'clock, 7, and 9 o'clock round today. Now I'm gonna guess that it might be till the 7. We might have to wait till 7 o'clock to watch the winners. I'm not too sure.
I'm not sure either. I never get
Or
service here, so
6.
I
don't
can't
know.
even look at the bracket. Oh, wow. She actually held that cue ball up.
5 is the next round. Thank you, Meryl. We should know, but
Mm.
yes. Savannah can either bank the ball or play safe. Let's see what she does.
That was smart. Again, she played it.
Played
The
it 2
two-way.
ways. Yeah. Yeah, she likes that shot.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
There you go. So Ashley was playing safe there, and she got a good bump off that 8 ball.
Here comes that Lucasi jump cue again. I'm sure of that.
Now Jacques is asking who we think is going to snap the event off.
Oh boy.
I plead the fifth.
That's probably a good thing to do, right? Yeah. No, we don't need anybody coming after us. We're kind of trapped in this booth. That was a nice smooth stroke.
Does that 6 ball go? Or
I believe so, and we know it does. Oh. Maybe it didn't go.
yeah, I don't know that it went in that bottom right corner. I think it would have gone in the side. Like if she could get where the 9 ball is
Yeah.
now with the cue ball, I think she could have made the 6 in the side. Oh,
I think she just over the cut that. She wanted to make sure that that cue ball cleared that 9. You know, the 7 probably does go. She did not want to nip that 9 at all. It probably just caused her to miss the 6.
she's going to play the carom, it looks like.
Don't know if that carom goes.
No, you
It
might be
doesn't.
right.
Don't think it does.
Yeah, I
Little
think
tic
if she
tac.
would have gotten up there a little bit more, maybe.
I think.
But from where she
gave
was,
this
I think
one
you're
to
right.
Ashley here. I think that was she may have made a little error there. I think Ashley can see the 7 ball
Just enough.
just enough, right? And the way she's behaving, I believe, is there.
Yep. That'll get Ashley another game. Just she needs to stay focused and
Yeah, maybe it'll settle her down a little
Yeah.
bit, settle her into the match a little bit, and because I too have seen this young lady play a few times, and I mean I know what she's capable of. She's a very good player. Jeez, just gonna one stroke that and have.
Yeah,
I don't
she
even
shoots
know.
so
She's
fast.
up on one leg, bending down, shooting. All right, let's see. Let's check in on some of these live scores. Ashley gets to racking. Our homegirl Lonnie is playing Caroline Powell. 3-1 Caroline.
Lonnie played so good yesterday. I got to commentate her match, and she played really, really well.
That's awesome.
I was happy to see that. I don't get to see Lonnie play much anymore.
She doesn't come around to a lot of the bar table tournaments, or you don't get out to them? What's the deal
I
there?
think both of us, neither one of us, I think we kind of stopped traveling a ton
Yeah.
to the local things.
Now, is this WPBA thing? Is this something that you're wanting to get into real
I've-
heavy, or is it just something you've had vacation and
It's vacation.
Oh.
I like being a teacher, I only get a few days off a year, and I'm not in that spot where I can come on Friday.
yeah,
Like I have to play my way into every event, which means that I would have to be down here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it's just too difficult for me.
that's
play.
understandable. There's nothing wrong with that.
So I would love to. 13 or 14 more years when I
Yeah.
retire.
Or the lottery.
Yeah. Well, one or the other. Yes.
Yeah,
I do
we're
play it every once in a
not
while.
asking for much, just a small miracle, you know?
Right.
Plenty of time.
Yep. This was a one and done for me till next summer. If And then I just have to pray for an invitation.
I'm sure Mike will give you one.
Yeah.
Michael Canton is the owner of ICB Billiards. Like, he's just awesome. He is so awesome to the ladies. I mean, to all pool players in general. He really is. He really supports the sport. We need many more pool room owners like him. That was a tough shot. I guess I don't even know what makes those shots seem so tough.
Mm-hmm.
Just slightly elevated and it's just kind of stunning the ball off the rail. But I guess it's the distance. You got to keep your form perfect. Stay very still.
She may have gotten a little fortunate there too. I know she was playing safe, but with that one ball coming off the 8, gave her a little extra.
Really here, she just wants to make sure she hits the one ball. Because right now the 3 isn't, and try to avoid that 3-5.
Right.
Oh, well, she missed the one. But...
So...
and now the 2. That's unfortunate, that the 2 didn't have to go there.
No.
Right.
So now she's going to probably go for the 3 foul at this
Yes.
point. Whereas if that 2 didn't land there, she may have gone for the breakout on the 3-5 and
Yep.
tried to run out. But now it just made that out a little bit harder.
Yeah, it just gave Savannah so many more options. Well, the good thing is for Ashley is Savannah put the ball down there on the end rail, which makes the
It
ball
makes it a
bigger.
little bit easier.
Yep, easier to hit. And she did. Oh no, she hit it, but she scratched behind it. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Julie had to leave for the booth for a moment. I think she's getting the Alabama allergies. Zach will be joining us here in just a moment. He's getting mic'd up. I think you guys had him the last match.
Yep, just a few matches.
How are you enjoying yourself here, Zach?
This has been a great tournament. I've learned so much just watching all the players too. It's hard to really see these things that you see when you're live. You just can't see them on the streams.
Yeah, if anybody in the chat watching the stream, if you ever get a chance to see the WPBA live in person, it's really something you want to do. And the girls, they're so friendly, they're nice, you can get your picture taken, get some
Everyone, yes.
autographs. Savannah, I don't know, I'm sure you've been watching this match downstairs, and Savannah's been playing pretty well.
Very well, yeah.
She looks very comfortable.
Yeah, even on the sides, she looks really composed.
And I'm sure she wants this win. I'm sure they both do. Nobody, the loser of this match does go home today, unfortunately.
Yeah. And this really has been the first rack that hasn't been fairly open.
That's right.
They've been playing a pretty good safety battle there.
The breaks have been well, minus scratches, right? That's been a big thing here for Ashley. Her cue ball keeps finding a hole.
Yeah, she had a couple bad breaks there where she got kicked in.
Yeah, that were just some unfortunate stuff happening.
Yeah, and this is what Savannah's been doing very well is keeping great angles, making the game pretty easy once she gets an open table. You can definitely tell she's comfortable.
So tell me, is this the first time you watched Julie play in a pro event, a WPBA event?
Yeah, it is, other than a couple of videos.
Okay, and
from
what
the
was that
past.
like?
Oh, it was great. Wow, this is the first time that Savannah's really overrun a ball from a pretty good angle, but
Yeah, and this
curious
is
what
not.
she's going to end up doing here. But no, it's such an interesting experience. You're rooting for everyone to play well, and there's so many emotions that you don't get to see when you actually know the players or you get to know them a little bit. And it's tough being a player and watching someone play, but it's a lot of fun.
Oh,
A
she
good
hit
hit.
it. She was so close there.
Yeah, the only thing going here is the balls hanging in the pocket are always tough to play shape on. I
Mm-hmm.
expect Ashley not to try to do too much here.
No, I didn't think so. That's what I figured she'd do is just leave it right there.
Yeah,
She really needs to get these two balls and move that score.
she hit that ball really nice.
All right, here we go. Ashley got herself another point. We're at 5-2. Savannah leading.
Yeah. Do you want
Like
this
to
back?
give a big shout out to Kamui Chalk, the new official sponsor of the WPBA. WPBA has gained 3 new sponsors this year: How Tips, Kamui Chalk, and Big Family Custom Creations. We do appreciate your support. While we're on the topic of sponsors, I'd like to thank Diamond Tables, Aramith, Simonis Cloth. They have been sponsors of the WPBA for a long time now, and we really appreciate them.
Yeah, you can't do these events without the sponsors.
No, we had not.
I'm
Again.
curious here, was that a legal break? Because it didn't look like
Okay.
two balls went up table. So even though she made it looked like two balls.
It doesn't seem to actually approach the table.
Yeah, that's a really tough rule. You make a good break and the balls just don't go up
Yeah, I
table.
don't remember anything going.
And the score is 5-3. Just so you know in the chat, I think
I thought it was 2.
they were having a problem with the tablet downstairs,
Okay.
so I don't think the score's updating. But when I came in the booth, it was already 5-2.
Okay.
Wow, what an opening shot by Ashley. Unfortunately, she overran just a little bit, but it looks like she's going to play the carom on the 9. And that's pretty aggressive at this stage. You're still in the match at 5-3.
Yeah, I'd like to see her play well, yeah, I'd like to see her.
Because she kind of gives control of the table here,
That's
even
what
though
I'd like to see. I think this whole match, she's really, those opportunities where she's really had the chance to take control, she's kind of just done something containment wise where she really needs to lock Savannah down. Savannah is in a really nice rhythm. She's confident, she's feeling good, and she's playing well. And you have to find some way to kind of slow her down. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is don't let her see the ball.
yes, and that's exactly right. Now, Ashley did get a bit fortunate here. It looks like Savannah locked herself up on the 9.
Yeah.
Now, she did jump a ball earlier really, really well, and she did it so controlled.
The first jump shot she took.
Yeah,
I think this is about her 4th jump shot here.
yeah. So I expect her to put a good jump on this, and even if she misses, she's probably going to be behind the 8.
Ooh.
Oh, that was a great try.
Which, I mean, it's still obviously Ashley can see the 4 ball, but where the 5 ball's at, she's left her real close to the rail. It's hard to get shape here on the 5 ball.
Absolutely, because she doesn't have a ton of angle here. You'd have to hit this ball very hard and really dig into it to come back down table,
R-
even if you go 2 rails. So
Nope, she's going for it. She's elevated.
yeah,
And here again, I kind of feel like that was another place where she should have kind of looked to really lock up that cue ball.
Absolutely. Even if you have to play just a distance safety, you have to start making your opponent make mistakes, not being the one that makes the mistakes. And again, she got a little bit fortunate with where this laid, but I expect Savannah to play a smart shot here. She's been playing so controlled. Yeah, and she did.
Yeah,
She
she
played a
did.
really smart shot there.
And simple.
Yeah.
You know, she just chose the simple route. Ashley is trying to do a lot.
Yeah,
She
and
is asking for a lot to happen, and that's
Yeah, and I think Savannah realizes it too.
she's taking advantage of her opportunities. Let's see if she can get this.
That's a really nice shot. Even if it doesn't get
Oh,
there,
she
it
got there. She
What a shot.
She got
And that's what you need to do in this situation is you're in the match. Just contain Savannah a little bit. Get her
Yeah.
off her run out game.
There must be some sort of room, or she's trying to masse curve around it.
Yeah,
she
just
put
a
a little
masse,
curve on
yeah.
it, but this is a big opportunity for Ashley.
Yes.
This is the kind of
And this is what we were talking about. Ashley gave herself a perfect opportunity for a nice run out from a defensive shot there. You know, you really have to be patient. Now, how do you like to come towards this 5-ball? Do you like what she's doing here where she's heading under? It looks like she's heading under the 8-ball.
yeah. I like this. I don't mind this. I do think she overstroked it a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah. But that was a nice shot.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm not sure what I would have done. I might have just played it up here in a corner and just
Yeah.
rolled it in to the side rail and back off. That way I don't have to worry anything about the
Yes.
7 or the 9,
Anytime
8
I
or the
can
9.
Anytime I can play the cue ball where it doesn't go behind a ball during the travel to the next ball, I would prefer a route that's pretty safe.
Right, because if you go the way she went, a mistake could happen.
Correct.
It may not be likely,
Mhm.
but it just increases the chance of something funny happening when you,
Yeah, and she's just trying to
Wow.
do too much.
too much with the cue ball, I think. I just think, I don't.
Yeah. She's just not getting really comfortable in this match.
I think that has a lot to do with it. She never got settled and comfortable. There's been a lot of mistakes, and sometimes just the buildup of all that can cause, you do something different than you normally would do.
Yeah, and it's tough when Savannah's playing very, very well to control the table almost at all times. So you can't really get going very easily.
The score is 6 Savannah and 3 Ashley. I think Ashley may have decided to take a break. I think that's a great idea. Why she does that, I'm going to go ahead and show you a video from our sponsors.
Digital Pool is the ultimate app for billiards enthusiasts, tournament directors, and league operators. Digital Pool enables world-class billiards events by using innovative technology to enhance and streamline the experience at every angle. Experience features like live scoring, text notifications, table assignments, real-time match updates, automatic reporting the Fargo rating, player stats and profiles, live streaming overlays, online player registration, and digital payment tracking. Enjoy all this and more by signing up for your free account at digitalpool.com.
Hey there, everybody. It looks like the players are still on break. I see Tina Larson in the chat saying, hey, hey, I don't know if you're talking to me, Julie Cohn, or if you were talking to Julie Skripek, but she says hey, too. And we're sorry we missed you. I'm shocked that you're not here, actually. While I'm talking to the chat, I'd like to tell everybody thank you. Huge thank you. We really appreciate your support. And to let you know that we've got a bonus table going on right now. You can just find it in the WPBA YouTube channel, and it's Kennedy Mayman versus Brittany Bryant. And currently, Brittany is up 5-2. Y'all could like and share this video, we would very much appreciate it. I believe there's a QR code down there in the comments somewhere or below the little WPBA channel sign that you can just scan and donate. All of the proceeds go to support this stream and these players. Each player gets a 5-minute break per match, so they should be back shortly. In the meantime, I'd like to thank Iron City Billiards for hosting yet another event. This is the 4th one that they've hosted since they've been involved. Zach has brought up the scores of the other tables for us. That's awesome. Check in on some of these matches. Monica Webb, she's at 5-0 on Laura Simcoe. Monica took a tough loss to Margaret Befalova-Steyer earlier. I think she got beat like 8-2 or something, so I'm sure Monica's, if anybody knows Monica Webb, the assassin, she is probably on a mission.
No, she
right
is.
Now.
I was able to watch her downstairs a little bit, and she was playing very well.
That's great to hear. I know she's coming off some health issues and some injuries, and she's been training very hard to get herself back into shape. And while she still struggles, she's doing a lot better here lately in pool. I've gotten to know her real well over the last 2 years or so. And it's nice to watch, you know, people recovering from an injury and
Absolutely.
how much goes into that. See if we can see any of these other tables. Lonnie's got this fancy little button, and I would zoom out and pan around the room, but I'm afraid. Oh, Zach knows how to do it. I was afraid I could never get back to it, but there we go. The lovely ladies of the WPBA. They are all fighting hard for their tournament life here.
Yes, they are.
Oh, Ashley is back. Let's get back into it. Oops. Oh, that was neat. Little slideshow.
Hey, Tina. Again.
Miss Tina Larson, a WPBA player, is chatting us up in the chat room. I am sure she is missing being here.
And the score, I believe, is 6-3. For everyone out there, they're having some problems with the tablet at the table, so
We'll try to keep you updated and keep you track on a piece of paper up here. So Ashley's first event wasn't until 2022 at the Dr. Pool Classic, which I'm guessing that was Wisconsin. I believe the Dr. Pool Classic is Wisconsin, but don't quote me on that. This is a pretty nice break.
yeah,
Ashley hasn't had a lot of these. This could be a turning point.
it very well could be.
You know, you can't count her out just because of what you saw a moment ago.
No, and she's a very quick player. She makes decisions very quickly. And,
Goodness.
you know, that was not an easy shape shot. It was going to be a tough shot either way that she went. She just doesn't look like she's making full commitments to what she's doing just yet. Oh, looks like she's going to end up just on the wrong side of this ball. And now you've got a decision to make. You really have to figure out and commit to what you're going to do. It looks like she's going to try and go around the table here. There's a lot of traffic. She hit that ball great.
Yeah.
She's going to wind up just a little bit on the wrong side of this ball as well. So you've got to float down table, I think, and take what you get.
I like this. She just hit it and come right back through on the
Nice
5-9.
shot. Yeah. And she's got herself back in line.
She's just got to draw.
Yep. Now you want to make sure you leave yourself an angle that you're not going to run into the 8 ball here. You really
Yeah, you
have
kind
to.
of just want to pinch that ball so you can keep the angle on the 6 to
So you
use the
can
rail
just-
to get back down to the 7. Use 2 rails to get back down to the 7. Well, she went ahead and hit it and
She
tried
must
to come
have had
back
more
out.
angle than we
It-
thought.
Yeah, because
'cause I
it looked
thought the
like you
same
could pinch
thing.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is great.
Yeah.
Great for Savannah.
Yeah, this is the one shot where you've just got to really dig into the cue ball, make sure it doesn't touch that 8 ball. And you don't have to get all the way down table. Just
No.
over to the side, just around the side pocket is a great shot to get to the 8.
Yeah, you want to keep the angle so
Exactly.
you come one rail out.
Exactly where she just looked is about where you want to leave it. You don't need to do too much. Really nice controlled shot there. And this is the shot where you just need to stay still. Either way you get on this ball, if you get pretty straight in, you're perfect. If you give yourself a little angle, you can come around the 9 very easily. Yeah, she's feeling really good.
Yeah, she's just holding the line there, straight up
Yeah.
and down.
You know, and I like that because, hitting the ball soft isn't always the easiest thing to do. If you're trusting your stroke like she is, go ahead and hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that takes it to 7-3.
Savannah Easton on the hill.
Yeah, and she's playing very confidently. You can tell that she's just really feeling the table speed, feeling the angles.
I was telling Julie earlier, she's just, over the last year or so, I mean, she's just improved so much. She's improved so much. And her confidence is just getting better and better. And the ability to stay in the present is getting better and better. She's just becoming a very, very tough competitor.
Yeah, out there, just watching personally, you can tell that she feels very confident in what she's doing. She's very comfortable in the situation. So now it's all about just how she's picking her patterns and everything. And it looks like she's really, really sharp. Okay. Pretty strong break. A little unfortunate she didn't get a shot on the 2, but I have a feeling she's going to take this shot on the jump stick. It's pretty natural to get on the 3 ball from this shot.
Great
What a
shot.
Beautiful, beautiful.
She's got the 3 in the side. It's
Yeah,
natural for the 4.
yeah, and here you just want to put a little bit of English on it, just a little bit, to make sure you don't come up and hook yourself by the 8 ball, and give yourself a nice little angle on the 4. Even if you get straight in on the 4 here, you're pretty good.
Yeah. You got to be able to see that 4, and
Yep.
she's going to. She
Nice
hit it
shot.
perfect.
Now, if she did end up straight, which it looks like she has a little angle.
Yeah, I think she's got a little bit of angle to get to the.
Yeah, I would like to see her come around
Short
2
rails.
rails into the
she's
line
just-
of the shot.
Looks like she's just
Oh,
drawing it back.
she just drew it back. Well done.
Same thing here, just draw it back.
Yeah, her keeping these angles so proper is making the game just so much simpler for her.
And it looks like she's not even thinking. She's just at the moment she's playing instinctually.
Yep.
She's just doing it.
Yeah, now she got a little funny on this ball, but I think she's going to be fine just rolling forward and coming around tight to that pocket. Yep, just like that.
She's perfect. She's
Just a
going to
little
overrun it a little
overstroke.
bit. Yep.
And that's a shot. I would rather hit that ball short and take a cut into these two bottom corners than to overrun this ball.
And then have to shoot it in the side if you go too far, so
Exactly.
that's much harder.
Yeah, it's a common mistake among even great players is to overrun that ball. Yeah, she hit it
Good
like a champ.
recovery.
Yeah, what a nice shot. What a good match. Playing very, very well.
Congratulations to Savannah Easton. And unfortunately, that is the end of Ashley's tournament. So the next matches will be coming up very shortly. I think 5 o'clock. They say, right?
I think so.
That's what the chat said.
Yeah, so about 45 more minutes.
No, that's still different time. Yeah.
Oh, so it's 3 o'clock here. Sorry about that. I'm looking at the computer. It says 4:13 p.m., but she's got this on Eastern time.
Yes.
So there's quite a long wait. So I guess maybe getting some dinner, taking a snack. But I wouldn't hold me to that. I would check digital pool and make sure you know what times comes on.
I'm just let them watch the whole thing.
I guess we'll just leave the stream up here. You know, unfortunately, I don't really know what to do because I'm not in the booth that often. Lonnie's down there playing somewhere, and
there's quite a long break, so we'll just let them watch some pool and see what they want to see, and I'm sure Lonnie by the next round, because I believe this is the dinner break, which is why we have so much time.
Okay, that's an early dinner. That sounds like Alabama.
Yeah. Was it? Yeah, a little earlier.
But we appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll catch you back here later. Thank you.
Bye.
Hey everybody, this is Julie Cohn. I'm back in the booth. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit and finish up this Emily Duddy and Taruko, not gonna butcher her last name, match. What's that, Bob? Kukalele. You see, I did it already. And this is Bob Raymond. He's sitting next to me. He's not gonna get on the mic here, but Lonnie's husband helping me get zoomed in. Taruko has 4, and Emily is at 5. Looks like she might be wanting to take this score to 6. Excuse me one moment. I happen to be all tied up in my purse. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. I am back. Emily now leads 6-4. This is a race to 8. I'm not sure who won the lag in this. Looks like Emily did. She is getting ready to take the next break. And at A-Train Games, yes, we are watching Emily Duddy and Taruko. This is a B-side match, so the loser of this match will be out of the tournament, and the winner we will see later on this evening. There are still a few matches going on in the room today. I know Lonnie's still out there. She's playing Caroline Powell. In a moment, we'll check on the live scores on Digital Pool, but you can do so yourself by going to digitalpool.com. Check out all the live scores. The ladies are updating them as they play. Looks like a pretty good break from here, but it's going to be tricky to... The one's a difficult shot. She may opt to play a safety. Now I'm kind of zoomed in on this table. This isn't being played on the feature table. It's the one in the back. So the angle that we have here, as you can see on screen, we're kind of just going to have to watch, I think. Take our best guess. It looks like a good safety, though. I did see before I came up here, and I don't know if y'all saw on stream, the score was tied 4-4 when Taruko took on a very challenging 9-ball. It was a thin cut along the rail. She made an amazing shot pocketing the 9-ball, but she did end up scratching, going 2 rails back into the side pocket, which gave Emily the lead at 5-4. And now we're sitting at 6-4, Emily. I want to thank you all for hanging in here and just kind of, when I left the booth for a while, just staying and watching some of the matches that were going on. We really appreciate it. We'd love it if you'd share it, like it. I believe down there somewhere on the WPBA, maybe in the comments or right below the sections, so you may find a QR code where you can donate to the stream. And we'd really appreciate that. That's what keeps the stream going. It supports the ladies. 100% of your donations goes to helping fund the WPBA. I also believe that, later on in the tournament or during the tournament, you can buy these balls that the girls are actually playing with, or they may be from the previous tournament. You can catch up if you have questions about that when Lonnie gets back on stream. Go ahead and feel free to ask her. I know they sell them at a discounted rate that you can get any player in the event to sign the cue ball. Pretty neat deal if you're looking for a new set of balls. Looks like she's left a difficult shot here for Emily. I don't. Hard to tell from this angle, but I don't think she can cut that ball into the side. She's gonna have to play it safe. Either take the cue ball up underneath the 6, or she may have enough room to come here behind the 5-7. She could opt to bank for the ball. Cross side. Easy shape on the 2, and that's what she did. Just missed it, barely missed it. She did get a little fortunate here to leave Taruko in bed with the 3 ball. She's going to have to jack up, going to have a funny bridge. It makes the ball so much more difficult to make. Look at that. That bridge looks pretty stable, though. She looks pretty good up there, I will say that. But you can see when she executed, the stroke was pretty quick. The backstroke to the front stroke was very quick. She might have been feeling a little bit uncomfortable. She's left Emily a very nice out. There's really nothing in the way here. She just has to concentrate on execution, keeping control of that cue ball. There, she took the simple shot, the 2 ball sitting in front of the hole. She didn't feel like she really needed to do a whole lot with her cue ball. Just, the 2 could be made from anywhere as long as she could see it. Wow, that's surprising. I did not expect Emily. So we got Taruko back to the table. This is a big game here. It's hard to tell how deep she is on that 3 ball, but I think she's okay. I think she just come 1 rail. I don't see any problems for Taruko here. Looks like we might be looking at a 6-5 match, and I'm hoping it goes hill-hill. Hey, I don't know if you all remember the first match of the day I commentated. I wanted that one to go to hill-hill, and it took from, I think, 7-3 before we got hill-hill. That was an interesting match. If any of you out there have been looking for a new tip or a new shaft, How Tips is now the official tip sponsor of the WPBA and How's new carbon fiber shaft called Flash. So if you're in the market for anything, want to try something new, check out How. We appreciate them, and they would appreciate you. A-Train Games on our chat is talking about the tables playing a little slow with the high humidity, and it is high humidity here in Alabama. I think we're like on our 9th or 10th day of rain, and when I say rain, I mean the sky is falling out at times, and it is very humid. Oh boy. Another ball hung up. I have seen a lot of shots like that today. Just a little bit off. And the ball hangs up. They're just not taking the balls as easy as they sometimes should. And Emily, she didn't come out of that corner very well. That's a difficult shot. It looks like it's easy to make the ball when it's in the corner, just laying in the pocket like that. It's not difficult to make at all, but the challenge is getting that cue ball to do what you want it to do. It's much more difficult than it looks. As you can see, Emily had a little oopsie there with it. I think the next round is set to kick off about 5 p.m. I'm not real sure who's going to be on the stream, but I'm going to guess that it's going to be a good one. I believe it's a mix of the A side and the B side brackets. That was a pretty good shot by Emily. You can see she didn't try to really do much at all. Just tap the 9 ball and let Taruko decide. Put the pressure on Taruko. Um, Emily's up 6-4 in the match. She didn't feel the need to really take a chance. And I like it. As simple as it was, I like it. It forces Taruko to have to do something. Oh yeah, we've got a good one coming up at 5 o'clock. We've got Christina Tkach versus April Larson. Little friendly feud, I think. I think those two are pretty good friends. We can watch them as competitors. Taruko kind of did just the same thing right there back to Emily. But Emily back on the spot. You can see Emily smiling like, are we just going to keep doing this? She's going to come out of it here. She's just going to thin the ball, come 2 rails to the in rail. Very nice. And this is much better. There's so much space, you can't, it's a lot more difficult just to roll up and tap on it now. You have to be incredibly precise at a slow speed. I don't think that's what Taruko's going to try to do. I think she was trying to bank that ball and just double kissed it, just hit it just about dead in the face there. Emily's got a shot at it. She's just going to have to avoid the pockets. Difficult to see the scratch angles from this angle, but this 9 ball, it's been a struggle for him, but I think Taruko's going to get the best of it. Tighten this matchup a little bit. If she makes this 9 ball, we'll be at 6-5. It's time to like and share. Get your friends involved. Let everybody know what's going on here. It might get exciting. Oh no. I did not expect that. That was a pretty big mistake. That puts Emily on the hill at 7. It is now 7-4 with Taruko breaking. Like to give a special thanks to our long-lasting sponsors, Diamond Tables, Aramith, and Simonis Cloth. We wouldn't be here without any of you. They have been sponsors of the WPBA for quite some time now. Let's check those digital pool scores. Let's see if they're still out there. What we got going on. Oh yeah. Look at that. Kia Burwell and Ashley Rice, 7-7. We got a hill match over there. Lonnie trails Caroline Powell by 2 at a score of 6-4. Susan Williams at 6. Ada Leo at 5. Olivia Chang and Veronique Menard are playing. Veronique is up 6-4. And you know what's going on with Emily and Taruko. Let's get back to it. If you're just tuning in, this is the WPBA at the Iron City Billiards Invitational number 4. We've got Taruko and Emily battling it out. Cuccicelli, I think it is, and Emily Duddy. The score is 7 for Emily and 4 for Taruko. Coming up at 5 p.m. Central, we're going to have April Larson versus Christina Tkach. Heard a lot of chatter around the pool room. They like Christina Tkach to win the whole tournament. Let's see if April Larson can get in her way. Good safety by Emily. Taruko really has no other option but to kick at this ball. It's just she's deciding where she wants to kick it to. I'm sure she's wanting, to hit the ball kind of thin to bring the 3, but missing the 8, but towards the side pocket. That way the cue ball can stay up there around that end rail and at least create some sort of distance. Or hitting it full and sticking it, but she's just tried to get thin there, and she hit it, but she got real thin. Look at this 9 ball. That's unfortunate if Emily can play this carom. Emily is on the hill with 7. And that is it. Let me see. I'm going to bear with me. I'm still here. But I'm going to try to figure out maybe how we can pan to some of these other matches going out. I'm going to try to zoom in on one. What's left? You guys get on the digitalpool.com. Tell me which one of these matches you want me to try to zoom in on. Well, it's not really even letting me zoom anymore. You want me to just stay here and keep all the 3 tables, or what? What is it you guys would like out there? Do you want me to try to zoom? This is the best angle that I'm going to get to zoom you in on anything. There's Lonnie back there in the background playing Miss Caroline Powell. Congratulations to Emily Duddy for moving on in the tournament, and unfortunately, Taruko is packing her bags. How's that? Good? Out there in the chat room, I'm talking to y'all. You like that? I'm learning how to use these little... they got some high-tech stuff going on in here, and I am tech illiterate. But somehow we're making it through. If anybody joined me this morning for the 10 o'clock match to kick off the day, I really struggled during that. But appreciate y'all sticking it out and staying with me. At least we can see one score from here, 6-5. We can always check out the rest on Digital Pool. These are big matches for all these ladies out here. They're all B-side matches, so the loser does unfortunately go home. Hey, Jude in the chat. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying my best up here. I haven't done this many times, and I'm trying. Trying to help out my girl Lonnie. I don't know if y'all know this, but Lonnie and I think we've known each other like 25, 26 years, right? Lonnie taught me how to jump a ball. Her mom owns a bar back in Adrian, Michigan. I'm originally from there. And at first, the entire town was like trying to pit us against one another because we were both young. I think maybe Lonnie was 18, I was 17. I might have even been younger than that. But Lonnie and I didn't let that happen. Ended up besties. And here we are, 25, maybe longer than that. I'm not going to go into that. Yeah. But it's been a long time. I know she's fighting for it. Right now she's down 5-7 against Caroline, but I know she's back there fighting. She wants it. All these ladies do. They work hard, they put in a lot of time. Well, A-Train, they both look like they're in the purple. The one to the right side of your screen, I'm sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied, is Ado Leo, and then Veronique Menard. Canadian player, I believe. She's the one over there hugging everyone. They call her Vero. And I believe Vero, over to your left, she just won her match. She's going to move on into the next round. It'll try to bank that four ball, I think. Hey, Pat, all these ladies are very nice and very cool. Let me know. Have you guys been to a live WPBA? You been there in person? Anybody in the chat room ever been in person? Because if you haven't been to one, you are missing out. This is awesome. All the ladies, they're kind, they're funny. You can get your picture taken, some autographs signed. Excuse me for one moment. Sorry about that. Rocky Mount many years ago. I played at Rocky Mountain. They gave me a suitcase with my name on it. I've never been so proud of something in my whole life. That's been years ago. Yeah, it is many, many years ago. But the players, like I was saying, they're just like you and I, except they're real good with a cue steak. But they'll come up, they'll talk to you, have a drink with you, get to know you after they're out of the tournament, of course. But they sell some stuff here too. They got some merch, some really cool merch, some WPBA shirts, some media guides. You can always pick one of them up, take them around, get all the signatures. In Iron City Billiards, where we're at here, it's one of the top pool rooms in the country. They just really support pool. Michael Cantonese, he brings in food every day for these lovely ladies. Lone Star, he's not bringing in a McDonald's cheeseburger now. He's feeding them, treats them good. They all get to leave with little trinkets. He has gift bags for everybody. If you're ever near Birmingham, Alabama, stop in, check it out. They got some pretty big tournaments that go on here every 3 to 6 weeks. Get on their Facebook page, ICB Billiards. find out what's going on. Hear a lot of clapping going on down there. Susan Williams just defeated Ada Leo. So Susan Williams will be moving on. I'm going to try to get closer to Lonnie. Boom. I went too fast. Getting hollered at by her husband here. Slow down, Julie. I'm geeked up though, I'm excited. I'm excited for the matches coming up. I'm enjoying myself up here in the booth. The last one here, I played in it. I didn't enjoy myself as much as I am right now. There's no stress up here. All right, Lonnie. All right, I'm going to check real quick on Lonnie's score here. So 7-6 now? Caroline's at 7 and Lonnie's at 6. I'll write it down on a piece of paper and keep giving it to you guys for the few more games that are left. And Caroline's got the break. Caroline. We love some Caroline. For a while there, she was the #1 United States player. Used to play with Caroline back in, oh boy, I guess 2002, 2003 when I first played on tour. That's when the ladies were on ESPN. That's been quite some time ago, and she has come a long way. I don't know what she is ranked now. Did y'all hear about the new official apparel company of the WPBA? Big Family Custom Creations. Call them for all your pool apparel needs. Lonnie is actually wearing Big Family Custom Creations. Unfortunately, she's got that jacket over it. Well, she was yesterday. And I know that's where she's getting her apparel from now. And also, another new sponsor, the official chalk sponsor of the WPBA, Kamui Chalk. The WPBA, it's moving up, doing big things. The sport's really starting to grow. I think a lot of this has to do with y'all supporting the stream, giving us an opportunity to get out there. I mean, we appreciate you being here. Without you, I mean, it wouldn't even be happening. Without fans and sponsors. And the live stream here, I can remember when the first time I seen the live stream booth, the first time I was in the booth, it has come a long way. A lot of tech going on in here. And my guess is if Lonnie has anything to do with it, it'll just keep getting better and better and better. She's got a pretty decent shot on this too. But I don't know about that 3. I feel like she's just going to have to keep it on the side rail and play the 3 in the quarter, but it is, I mean, from this angle, that's kind of why I've just been talking, and well, that's what she did. Wish I could take this mic down there with me, get ringside. I was talking about Caroline's rank earlier because I knew that she was the number one U.S. player there for a while, and now I'm curious. So I'm going to dig through some paperwork here and see if I can't find the answer to that question. Okay, here we go. 19th. Caroline is currently ranked 19th on the WPBA. Her nickname is Kapow. I like that. Caroline Kapow Pow. Feel like I'm going to start calling her Pow Pow now, but looks like Carolyn, it's got kind of a difficult shot up there on the 7, but the good thing she's got going for it, it looks like the cue ball's going to run in the 9, but I from this angle, I could be wrong. It looks like it's going to hit it dead in the face, but we got Vero. I believe by her body reaction, she missed the ball. Yeah. No, she made it. It went in. She must have gave it a little bend to the knee for it to kind of just shuffle on in there. Caroline is on the hill for 7, so if she makes it through this 8 and the 9 ball, she will advance, and unfortunately, Lonnie will be out of the tournament. But fortunately for you, she'll be back in the booth. You know, a little bit more about Iron City Billiards. Every table in here is diamond tables, and you can't see the rest of the room, but there's like 30 bar boxes on the other side of the room, all in pristine condition. He keeps these tables in immaculate condition. You're not allowed to put cases and cues on the table and things of that nature. He recovers them often. And he's got 3 very tight tables. That is actually what the ladies practice on. All right, well that's it. Lonnie's on to me that I have to stay on the mic. I am not 100% sure what I shall be doing, but I'm just gonna not do that. I'm gonna pan out. You can watch the ladies practice. There's Janet Atwell. I'm not sure where she's at in the tournament, but get you all the way back out there, and you can watch the ladies practice, and they'll be back in about 56 minutes to start the evening rounds. 44 minutes. Jerry has informed me in the chat it's 44 minutes. My clock must be a little off up here on the computer. Well, I know it's off because it actually says that it's 5:05 p.m. and it's not. It's 4 something in Alabama. There are going to be some good matches. Christina Tkach is already in the arena. She's going to get practicing up for Miss April. That's what we're going to see here at 5 o'clock. Christina Tkach versus April Larson. That's going to be a good match. I think last time they played here I think I may have commentated that match. I know I did know, and I know April actually came out victorious on that one. I don't know if they have played each other since. That is all the information I have, but I do know that April won last time. So it'll be interesting to see how this one goes. There will be a bonus table going on as well, so you can bring both of those up. Maybe cast them to your TV, watch them side by side. There'll only be commentary here on the main stream table. But there will be a bonus match. I don't know who will be on there, but... Oh, I'll be back in just one moment. All right, guys, this is Julie Cohn again. I think we're going to take a break here for a while. The next matches are going to be up and running at 5 p.m. You've got Christina Tkach versus April Larson. It's going to be a good one. Lonnie's back here in the booth. She's going to say a little hello and goodbye to you.
Hey, folks. So thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, Julie was kind to everybody. She's a great commentator, so
I was just talking.
I'm sure you guys enjoyed her. She's got a lot of pool knowledge. So I pulled some strings to get one of my besties in. She's this is her hometown, so I pulled her in. Since she wouldn't play pool, we tried to get her to play in the tournament. But since she didn't want to play pool, we got her in the booth doing some
Hey,
commentary.
stick in them donations. Maybe I'll stay up here if you like me enough.
Right? Keep hitting those donations up, folks. Okay, so here's the deal, y'all. We're going to go ahead and we're going to step out. The next round is going to start at 5 o'clock Central Time Zone, which would be 6 o'clock Eastern Time Zone. I will go back live approximately 15 minutes before 5 o'clock. So come back. We're going to reboot and we're going to start all over. We got some great matches lined up for the evening session. Take care and have a great night.
Peace out.